second place, though, jumping up into that 50,000 point club, it's that Sundance Golf Banquet Bowl in Dayton, now with 51,000 points. But that number one location is skyrocketing above the rest. Corner Bar Goodhue reigning in first with 127,000 points.
Oh, yeah. Well, keep on accumulating those points, locations, and players by playing that Jackpot Hunter $1 edition from 4 all the way till 6.
Absolutely.
There it is. 53 balls. Hey, and we are getting into some Lucky 4 bingo where we have over $59,000 on the line. It's going to be super exciting. I mean, one of 2 shots at this giant jackpot in Lucky 4 bingo. So make sure you guys are getting enrolled. Press and play. Just 41 seconds to do so. And it's I mean, one of the biggest jackpots we're going to have available all day long. And, I mean, we're going to have one that's even close to as big. Close to. Not as big, but close to as big after we get off air in that Skull Bingo, which is going to be super fun as well. But we are streaming live on the Pilot TV, Player Connect app, pilotgames.com/PilotTV, YouTube Live, as well as the Twitch app. Our channel name is MegaSota on both YouTube and the Twitch app.
Absolutely. And if you guys didn't know, we have Pilot TVs getting rolled out all over Minnesota. And a couple of those locations that have gotten them lately are Elks Lodge Red Wing, Main Street Bar Hopkins, the Blacktop Bar and Grill, Dar's Pub, Corner Bar Goodhue, Ambiance on Albion, Old 16, Shenanigans Cheer and Chow, RJ's on 5th, as well as the Thirsty Beaver.
Yeah, and if you guys want to check in on the other streams besides the Pilot TVs, because you can't check in on those ones, you guys can send messages in. Curtis, our great producer of this broadcast, will send us in any kind of check-in that you have, and we'll shoot you out some luck for checking in. Plus, we'll answer any kind of question, and we'll read off any kind of answer that you have for anything that you check in.
All right, well, it's looking like these players have moved past all these jackpots and are trying to get out this $7 must-go now.
Yeah, weren't quite able to win that one, but a $7 must-go, not too bad to get you started off in this $1 edition of Jackpot Hunter, because we actually have 2 different jackpots that should be primed and ready to go out during this happy hour. But, man, people can't get that 1 ball away mark. Oh, and right as I say it, there they go.
Good. Closing in, and there it is. We got Troy over at Classic Bowl in Coon Rapids. Our lucky numbers are 2, 7, 66, and 70.
Hey, 2, a pretty early number in these games, and should be primed and ready as these jackpots are primed and ready to go out today. That major is looking really good at $20,000. You could win it in 52 balls or less, with the minor prize that's at $116 at 52 balls or less.
Absolutely, and maybe if you guys are lucky enough, you'll get jackpots big enough to count towards our rolling total, as we are 22 for this week, 60 or 76 for season 11 already.
Yeah, really good stuff, and I'm pretty sure they'd make our jackpot total if they got that major.
Absolutely.
That minor jackpot's going to have to grow a bit, but hey, let's just give it out all in one.
I was going to say, just tack it on.
One swoop and make it easy for us. But we have given out a bunch of jackpots over the weekend. One of our biggest weekends of jackpots was just last weekend, as we gave out 5 different ones on Friday alone. One to Tat over at J&H Liquors, the largest jackpot of the weekend of $7,623.
Oh, yeah, but we also had big-time player Sarah Honey over at Eagles Austin, who took home $656 yesterday.
Really nice prize there. We also had Ed B over at Pete's Inn, taking home $659.
But we also had Kimber over at Boxcar Bar, who took up $1,124 yesterday.
Yeah, that has to be one of my favorite unique names, like
Kimber.
combining Timber and Kim together. I really enjoy that one.
How do you know it's not Kim and Limber?
Oh, it could be Limber Kim. Wow. Mind blown, Now I'm thinking of all different types of stuff. Okay, good job, Kimber, winning that $1,000. We also had Sugar Sack over at VFW Austin take home $1,259 to end off that Friday.
Absolutely, but on Saturday we had Dex over at Concordia Lanes taking home $723 to start off Saturday.
Have you ever watched Dexter?
I have started it, but I have not finished it.
Yeah, I watched the first few episodes like 5 different times.
Me as well.
Like, because I wanted to get into it because I've heard so many good things about it.
so many good things.
And then I finally hopped into it. I still haven't seen the first, 3 seasons or 4 seasons of it. But our Hot Take Higgins, John, who broadcast with you guys, he was watching it, and he was rewatching it, actually, because he really enjoyed the series. And so then I watched the second half with him. Absolutely loved it.
Really?
But it was definitely one of those shows that, I needed somebody else to watch with me for me to really get into it.
That's my thing. I have a really, really hard time getting through long series unless I have, a partner that I'm watching them with.
Yeah, when it's all alone, you can quit too easy on the series.
Oh, my goodness. I quit in literally every series I watch by myself.
Exactly, because there's the one day that you're like, I don't feel like watching it, and then you just forget about it.
Never turn back.
Yeah, because you don't remember it.
Yeah, no, that's what happened with Dexter. It's happened with Bates Motel. I've wanted to get into really badly.
Really good show.
I've only seen the first 4 episodes, probably 8 separate times.
Bates Motel was one of my favorite shows. It was one of my top shows, of all shows I'd ever watched for a period of time.
Really? That's surprising.
Yeah, really enjoyed that show. I mean, it's definitely darker than I normally would ever
that's what's surprising to me.
I don't like those dark shows or anything like that. But Bates Motel, it caught me at the right time and
got you in a good mood.
And it was really, really good. But we got to keep on going through our jackpot list, and we had Tao Kelly over at Mad Cow taking home $1,083. Love that name, Mad Cow.
Oh yeah, but we also had Whitty over at Blasco's Embassy Bar, who took home $4,128.
Yeah, and when we get back in the enrolling screen, I can show you guys a lovely picture of Whitty taking home that jackpot.
Yeah, actually, Tao Kelly sent in a picture as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's 3 pictures, I think, and Tat was also pictured. On our Instagram, there's a little shout out to 3 of those jackpot winners.
That's awesome. In our current, where I can pull them up right now, it's right now Whitty, who just won that $4,000.
Nice.
But we also had Davey over at Bobby Joe's taking home $704.
But we also had Aaron V, who started off Sunday, taking home $654 over at the 63rd Club.
Then to Sealco over at Municipal Liquor Store Akeley was able to take home $925. Is it Ackley or Akeley?
Ackley.
We got to go over these hard
Akeley.
Akeley? Okay. I was just making sure.
It's actually Tao Kelly, the maid, and as well as Whitty. All of them pictured up on our Instagram.
Oh, that's awesome. Good to see those player picks being sent in.
I was the first like on it.
Oh, good job. Hey, love our social medias. Shout out to our social medias. Amelia does an awesome job running those.
Absolutely. Did you tell them about Seal Coat's big win?
Yes, I did.
All right. Well, I'll tell them about the 3rd at Blasco's Embassy Bar, who took home $1,188.
And then that last Sunday jackpot went out to New ID at the 507, who took home $1,508.
Absolutely.
And we had a great conversation about new IDs, and I was talking about the worst IDs, your driver's license photo is terrible IDs every time. It doesn't matter where you go. And then Amelia brought up the great fact that no, the worst ID is your passport ID picture. That's the one that always turns out the worst.
Fun fact, I did just see a girl's passport picture that she got back, and it was brutal.
Yeah, it is tough. Like, I was talking about how, like, mine, I, for some reason, had just taken off my sweatshirt. So my hair was still all staticky, and so it looked horrible. But we got a winner on this one. It's Joe and Sherry, both splitting that $33.80 Musco prize. Sherry at Mill Creek Inn and Joe at Muddy Cow Coon Rapids. Good job to both those winners in this game number 1 of Jackpot Hunter, as we're going to get enrolled into game number 2 of Jackpot Hunter
Lucky
already.
game number 2.
Yeah, one of our lucky 4 numbers, so even better. But we got 2 minutes and 15 seconds to get enrolled into this one.
Absolutely.
And so, yeah, I agreed with them. I had just taken off my sweatshirt, and my hair looks terrible in it. I look pale. It was in the middle of winter. It was not a good look for me. And so my whole, that ID, I'd never look at it anymore. I just
Really?
will use it whenever I need to, but I don't look at the photo inside.
See, that's how it was with my very first driver's license.
Oh, like your 16-year-old one?
Yes, because I decided it was a good idea to wear my hair half up, half down. And the way it was pictured, they had me put my hair behind my shoulders, so I look completely bald in it.
Oh, that is, yeah, nice look right there.
It was not.
Yeah, no, I was just being
will
nice.
admit that my latest picture is my favorite picture that I've gotten done.
That's awesome.
It's actually not a bad one. I was still like nice and tan in summer.
I really enjoy my first ID photo when I was actually 16. I had just came from school, which I had to wear polos at school, and so then I was all poloed up, already looked all nice, had my hair, it was all great. My next photo though is better because it actually has a story behind it, because I'm always gonna smile big for my ID photos, but for that one, I couldn't give them a big old smile.
Were you missing your tooth
because
at the
I was
time?
missing my front teeth at the time, and so my 21-year-old ID, I'm just like giving a little smirk in it because I'm missing teeth.
That is so funny. That's very funny.
So I'm glad that I'm planning on keeping. I want to keep one of each of my IDs, and so that I can like tell the story of each one of the IDs.
Well, I mean, your student ID is getting passed around the friend group.
Yeah, no, we turned it into
A little guitar pick.
into a guitar pick, and so now it's went through a few different owners
Yeah,
now.
they had a guitar pick punch, and they did it just right over his face, and so it's a
Oh
good
yeah,
one.
but that one was for my senior year school ID photo, which wasn't going to go into the yearbook. And so
Yes.
I didn't care what it looked like, and so there was no rules to what I could do to it. And so I got my polo on backwards with one of it draped over my shoulder, hair parted in the middle. It looks great, and it works as a great guitar pick too.
Oh yeah, it's awesome.
Do you have any great like school ID photo stories? None of them. Always killed it.
Yeah, pretty boring.
Okay. Well, yeah, I had one that my mom definitely told me that I needed to take a shower before in like 8th grade, I think it was. She was like, "You need to take a shower before you go and take this ID photo," because it was like one of those that you do before school, like even starts, kind of thing. And so then I went in, and I was like, "I'm not gonna take a shower, Mom." And
Was it like registration?
yeah, it was registration. And so then I went in. You can literally see the like photo person's reflection in my hair. No, you can't. But like it was
still comical.
It was pretty bad. It was pretty bad.
Yeah, I'm pretty boring about that. My mom was very much like, you better be prepped and ready. And so I was prepped and ready.
Once I got old enough, I got to decide like that I could like look good or look bad for school, and so then it didn't. But then also 8th grade, I turned it around and I won best dressed in school. So
Really?
yeah, so I did turn it around.
That's so fun. I wish we had more of those, like, what are they called when they're voted best whatever?
I don't know what they're exactly called, but like those end of the year awards.
Yeah, like I won one in middle school, but the next time we had one was like our senior year.
Yeah, I didn't have another one. I had one in 8th grade and then one my senior year of high
that's
school.
how it was for me.
That was it. But we have a brand new e-tab that just came out, and those come out all the time. And our first one of 2022 is Roaring 20s. Time travel into 1920, use standard decks with smaller prizes, or blast on over to 2020 and play with more volatile decks with a higher chance of large prizes.
Oh, yeah, and I think you'll like it way better than the actual year 2020. But if you guys want to check out a something else, we have a bunch of different e-tabs as well.
Yeah, and if you want to see a promo of our brand new e-tab, head over to our Facebook page. It's a super easy way to see our promos, and give us a like and follow. So you'll see weekly bingo schedules, event details, reminders, big progressive player picks, and so much more.
We got Scotty C and a bunch of other players. Scotty C 808, one away, as well as Jack Jack, all splitting up that $37 must-go.
Yeah, good job to all those winners in those in that game number 2, lucky game number 2.
Yeah, did you see the player under Flirtus?
Yes, I saw Flirtus. I saw Flirtus in Lucky 4 Bingo, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's where I first saw Flirtus. So good job. Keep it going, Flirtus.
I know, I like it. They caught my eye.
It's like Curtis, but
That's
like
what
the
I thought it was
flirty
for.
Curtis.
Yeah, you might be flirting with Curtis.
Oh, maybe. That minor has now clicked up to 56 balls or less, as it was in the last game, but now it's over $200. So if it keeps on growing, next game, if it doesn't go out in 56 balls or less, should be up to 60 balls or less, which would be a really, really nice jump up.
Oh, yes. But if you guys want to be in the know about all of our stuff, be over on our Facebook page. And especially if you're new to Pilot, it is super useful. You can click on that link tree that's on there, and you'll be able to see all of our direct links to our social medias, as well as a bunch of other stuff, like a direct link to pgl.world, direct links to downloading that Player Connect app, and so much more.
Yeah, love our Facebook and all of our social medias. It's a really good way, especially our Facebook page, to get a lot of information, like our daily bingo schedule, which gets our day started off every single day from 12 to 1 Vikings bingo. After that, it sticks with the 25-cent card theme into some Jackpot Hunter 25-cent edition that runs from 1 to 4, and we were actually looking at that at the very end of it, and it looked like that major still hadn't went out, and it clicked it up to 51 balls or less.
That's right.
So primed and ready to go out for tomorrow.
But as you guys know, you're here right at 4 playing with us, and so you guys got a chance at that Lucky 4 bingo. You guys are going to get another chance at that right at 6 o'clock after we finish up those 23 games of Jackpot Hunter that you guys are playing right now. We got a major of $21,035 at 52 balls or less, that mega of 100K in the background that's clicked up to 44 balls, as well as that minor that's already over $200, and it means it's at a 56 ball count for you guys as we get enrolled in game number 3.
I know. I'm just excited that mega has started to click up in a ball count.
That's exciting.
Like that it's 44 balls now. Like that means action about to start happening. I mean, it clicks up quickly once it starts doing so. So we'll see. I'm gonna keep our eye out and see when it clicks up to 45.
Anticipated the straw to catch the green screen, but it looked like it had for a sec.
Oh, well,
Very weird.
interesting. Well, you talked about the Lucky 4 bingo that ends off our happy hour.
Absolutely.
But after that, we get into maybe some of our best bingo of the entire day, because the Skull Bingo from 6 to 10, you're going to have a line prize of $167, 10 balls or less, a great prize. Large frame of $192, that you put in 43 balls or less, another really great prize. But all of them pale in comparison to the coverall in this Skull Bingo that's at $56,696 that you can win in 50 balls or less.
Oh, yeah, you definitely want to be there tonight because it's uninterrupted. You'll get a full 4 hours of that Skull Bingo. But starting tomorrow, we have our specialty nights coming back. Starting at 6:40 like it is every single Tuesday. That's when MegaSota game night kicks off. Tony and Nikki are going to be coming at you guys for a whole lot of fun, a whole lot of PGL points, and a Jackpot Jungle coverall that ends off the night that is over $22,000 for you guys before you even get enrolled.
Yeah, then the next day, it's going to be Wild Wednesday. It's going to be 7 to 9 every single Wednesday. And we have another bunch of great PGL games. We were playing a bunch of Gimme 6 last week, which gave out, 4 jackpots in 6 games?
Yes, it was a lot of jackpots.
Yeah, and so definitely try it out this week. And we even end our Wild Wednesday with a Jackpot Jungle 25-cent edition coverall that you can win $9,055.
Absolutely. You want to be there. It's going to be a ton of fun. Last week we got to be there as the Wild took the ice, and now they've had a little bit of a nice break before they get into their chaotic February schedule. But if you guys didn't know, we have another specialty day this week. That's right, because it is Super Bowl Sunday, and so we're going to be coming at you just 2 hours before the Super Bowl for a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah. The final game day. Yeah, I feel, is that in Rocky? Final countdown?
I mean, it'd be fitting if it was.
I feel like it should be, and since we've been watching the Rocky series, I've been into all sorts of different those kinds of, like Eye of the Tiger, all those,
yeah.
really good stuff. I even a few days ago, I even threw it into my workout playlist.
Did ya?
And I felt intense, like I was training in Russia. We got 2 A-Girl over at Mars Brothers Liquor in Elba taking home that $31.60 Musco prize as we get enrolled into this game number 4.
Oh, yeah. Congratulations to A-Girl.
Yeah, and that means that minor is going to be clicking up to 60 balls or less as we get enrolled into this game number 4. So keep on going, because a really good shot that we're going to be giving out this minor jackpot in this game right here.
Absolutely, but we got some super fun national days for you guys, as it is E-Day. Every year on February 7th, E-Day celebrates the mathematical constant E, which is also called Ural's number. It's also a day to learn more about the Swiss mathematician Leonhard Euler.
Yeah, super interesting guy that I did not realize how much of an influence he had on like the scientific math world, because he was a Swiss mathematician, but he was also a physicist, astronomer, geographer, logician, and engineer who founded the studies of graph theory and topography, and made pioneering and influential discoveries in many other branches of mathematics, such as analytic number theory, complex analysis, and I don't know what kind of calculus this is.
That is insane.
Yeah, just really did a lot of things that
yeah. That is incredible. He has had so many contributions. I've never even heard of this man.
Really? I mean, you're a
I study math for school.
Yeah, you're a math major kind of thing. Like the fact that you don't know about this guy, learn your history of your math.
I mean, I use the constant E all the time when I'm doing calculus and stuff.
Yeah, I mean the notation for a function, he introduced that.
That's really cool.
Yeah, so just
But you know what? Those combining binomial functions and like finding out the constants for like x and y and stuff, you have to like implement them into different of these functions, and to find out that he's the reason behind all of it is a little upsetting.
you're like I mean,
I spent hours.
I know we couldn't do the math stuff that we do today without you, but it sucks.
If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have to spend 6 hours studying
on your math homework.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, but I did a lot of stuff, and we wouldn't be able to do nearly the internet to everything, because everything.
Incredible.
I mean, really, but you don't realize it, but the world kind of runs on numbers, and so like for him to be able to create those kinds of equations helped out the world in tremendous ways. Next is National Periodic Table Day. On February 7th, National Periodic Table Day recognizes the publication of the first table of elements. We also look at how the periodic table has changed throughout the years.
Yeah, do you know how many elements were on the periodic table to start off with compared to today's? Yeah, type up the original. See.
So, yeah, let's see if we can find what was the original.
Or to see how many have been added since, maybe. Yeah, because I remember for all of my chemistry classes, I got quizzed on the placements and the abbreviations and everything having to do with the periodic table, and so that was definitely a fun time. Did you like chemistry? Did you take it in
Yes,
college,
I
high school?
I had to do the whole memorizing in high school chemistry. I did not take it in college because there was no way I'd pass it in college.
It was really hard in college.
And so, but in high school I had a really good teacher who helped out a lot. And so
my chem teacher in college, he could not, even to the end of our semester, could not pronounce my name.
That is
He
hilarious.
ended up giving me extra credit because he felt so bad that every single day he'd come in and try and pronounce my name, and every single day he was wrong.
That is so funny. My chem teacher taught my father.
Really?
Yes, super nice lady. Retired while I was still going to high school, but got to teach. Actually, both the teachers that taught my dad, they all graduated. They all retired. All of them taught me, and they all retired within the next 2 years after me graduating.
All right, but we do have a winner. Kimmy over at Lucky's Tavern taking home that $45.80 the minor. She took home $266.
No.
63. Oh, it was 63 balls.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
not.
got excited for you, Kimmy.
Not quite yet. That must go going into your pocket, but that means that minor jackpot is continuing to grow into this next game. $338 available, and you can win it in 60 balls or less. We'll get that official win to you, Kimmy, in just a second. But definitely got a little excited there.
Yeah,
that major 52 balls or less, still at $21,140. We're going to be keeping our eye out on that.
Yeah, but I have the true blue amount. We got Kimmy taking home $45.80 over at Lucky's Tavern.
Yeah, I cannot find what's been added to the periodic
All right,
table.
that's
and
okay.
so, happy periodic table day. I barely was able to pass that test. Like, if it wasn't for that, it was broken up into sections. Like where like each one of the different I forget what the sections are. Like Will actually knew what they were, which is impressive.
P, and
like,
then there's something else.
Like how the bottom's like radioactive material and
the bottom are the what are they called? The halogens.
Yeah, I don't remember.
I think they're called the halogens.
Well, let's move on to something that I definitely know a lot about, and that's National Fettuccine Alfredo Day. I can't believe I mispronounced it.
I was going to say, this is your favorite food. This is your time to shine, and you're blowing it.
I know. On February 7th, National Fettuccine Alfredo Day celebrates one of the world's favorite ways to enjoy a plate of fettuccine. Yeah, fettuccine.
I wish I could eat fettuccine Alfredo.
So good. Have you never like...
I used to eat it, yeah.
Did you enjoy it a lot when you used to eat it?
No.
Okay.
It was just super creamy, and it just didn't sit well in my body after eating it. And I had a really bad reaction the first time I ate fettuccine Alfredo when I was like 10, because I had like 3 bowls of it, and
Fettuccine's so
changed
good.
my opinion on it.
So tasty. I talked about how my favorite has to be shrimp. Has to be shrimp Alfredo. Has to be
the seafood Alfredo.
The seafood Alfredo. But chicken is definitely like right behind there. If I get good chicken, the problem is that if you get it from from somewhere else, the chicken in the Alfredo is going to be overdone, and so it's a dry chicken in the Alfredo. Where the shrimp, it doesn't really matter. It's cooked the same, like no matter what. But if you get some good chicken in your Alfredo, it completely changes the game. Throw some broccoli in there as well, and it's super tasty. I love broccoli all covered in Alfredo sauce.
Oh, yeah, that's like my dad's favorite way to have broccoli.
Oh, so tasty. So definitely happy National Fettuccine Alfredo Day.
Absolutely, but we have a next national day, and it's National Send a Card to a Friend Day. On February 7th, it reminds us to send a friendly cheer through the mail. We do that by sending a note or a message on a card to a friend we hold dear. Throughout the year, we often think of our friends, and we wonder how they are. We miss them, and we remember fond memories of time shared.
Yeah, I think sending a card to a friend definitely would boost my spirits if I received one. And then if I sent one, I would love to send one. I should send one to somebody.
Yeah, I mean, you have a friend that's across the country. You also have a friend that's in Brazil.
Yeah, exactly. I need to catch up. I need to send those long needed friend letters. Definitely some good stuff. Would you send it in a funny card, or would you send it in a like just little message?
It would depend. Probably I would have a funny card, but I would like take the blank page and like write a note on it.
Write a long note with it. Yeah, I mean, obviously you would want to write a long note with it because you're catching up with a friend that you haven't probably in this instant you haven't talked to him in a little bit.
Yeah, kind of like a pen pal instance.
Yeah, exactly.
Just
so
kind of catch him up on what's
give
going
him a little
on.
bit of give him a little two paragraphs about what you've been up to, kind of stuff. I could definitely use that. So yeah, happy National Send a Card to a Friend Day. If you have one of those friends that come to mind, here's your sign. Send them a card.
Oh, yeah.
But we are at 60 balls dropped on this one, which means we have clicked over to a must-go prize of $67.60. One ball away. Kendall 68 over at the Thirsty Beaver. So close to taking home that $300 jackpot, but that means that jackpot's clicking up to 64 balls or less in this game number 6 of the broadcast. Already game number 6, but should be giving out a jackpot in this game. So get enrolled and press play.
Absolutely, but we do have some Twins news as they have signed Tim Beckham, former #1 pick, to the minor league contract per report from the Minnesota Twins.
Yeah, the Minnesota Twins have signed veteran infielder Tim Beckham to a minor league contract, according to Dan Hayes of The Athletic. Players are allowed to ink only minor league packs during the Major League Baseball's owner-imposed lockout. Beckham, who recently celebrated his 32nd birthday, appeared in 45 games last season with the Chicago White Sox AAA affiliate. He hit 279, 330, and 545 with 11 home runs in 182 trips to the plate. It should be noted that Beckham did not appear in the majors with the White Sox. Indeed, he hasn't taken a big league swing since 2019, back when he was a member of the Seattle Mariners organization.
All right, well, I hope that they can be a great asset to this season.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is kind of one of those situations where it's a win-win situation. Like, either you're getting a probably talented minor league player that can really play, give you some good minutes, and that's what you're signing him to, or he works out and you get the #1 overall pick type talent onto your roster where he can move up and make an appearance in the major leagues. I mean, that's the win-win situation with it. I mean, saying someone didn't play since 2019 doesn't make me cringe as much as it would have like before 2019, because 2019, that's when COVID hit. Like everything goes crazy. Let's say he had to take a long time with the baseball season off due to different kind of situations, due to family issues or COVID and stuff. And then he's moving to a different organization, going over to the White Sox. The fact that he hasn't taken a big league swing since 2019 definitely doesn't make me go, oh, terrible signing, especially since we signed him to a minor league contract.
Yeah, no, I don't think that will be that big of a deal. But if you guys want to show some support for our Twins, we have teamed up with them for an awesome eTab game, so you guys can get ready for their season by playing a little bit of Twins Win wherever you play Pilot games.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely play that home run derby bonus round.
Oh, yeah.
Pick a lucky batter. Win some Grand Slam prizes.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
But we already have balls dropping in this game, and that minor jackpot is gonna be over $500 if it goes out in this game, because you're gonna throw that Musco on top of it, which is gonna be a huge jackpot. So definitely some nice cash.
They will be getting close to $600.
Just under it, just barely.
Over it, because of the cents adding up together as well.
Really?
Oh, wait, yeah.
That pushes it over.
It'll be 600 and some cents.
That's crazy. So, yeah, definitely a really good jackpot that's about to go into somebody's pocket. We got some big-time players out there like Giddy Girl, one away player, Scott. We'll see who can take it home, but we got a Twiking zone that we can head into, and already today we played some Vikings bingo with me and Will, and so let's check out if I can spot out any players that maybe be moving around.
All right, well, starting off in 10th place, jumping in from outside the standings yesterday, it was S&S over at Gino's Bar and Grill, who sits with 35,000 points now. 9th place, getting pushed back, it was Pooba over at Muddy Cow Oak Park Heights with 38,000. In 8th place, it's Broadway over at Broadway Pizza Blaine with 42,000. With 49,000 in 6th place, we have a tie between Simbob at Corky's Bar South Haven and Steve at our place on 3rd. But we have in 5th place Yo-Yo over at Valley Inn with 57,000. With 62,000 in 4th place, we had Elsa at Titan Sports Saloon get pushed back from 2nd. Jumping up from 4th into 3rd, we got Brizo at the Atomic Star Tavern with 63,000. With 64,000 right ahead of him in 2nd place, moving up, it was Scrub Eye at VFW Blaine. But our number 1 player right now in the Viking zone is Loser Dave at VFW Spring Lake Park with 76,000 points.
Yeah, really good job to Scrub Eye and Brizo, passing up the big-time player Elsa, but still, it's only 1,000 points between Elsa and Brizo, and then only another 1,000 points between Brizo and Scrub Eye.
Yeah, very, very close, but we do have a winner.
Oh, and it's Flirtus over at Shajang Boom Lounge in Grand Meadow, taking home that $489.75 minor jackpot, along with a $110.80 Musco prize added on to that. That's going to be $600 and something cents.
And 55 cents.
Oh, see, she knows it right off the top of her head. Basically, should call her a tabulator. But good job, Flirtus, winning that jackpot. And now we're getting enrolled into game number 7.
Super exciting. You have just over 2 minutes to do so. And we just went over these Viking Zone players. Did anyone have a really hot day today?
Ooh, I don't know if there was any hot players that I see in the top 10.
Was Doggo 11 out? Was there any players who are right outside of the top 10?
Juicy Loser
was
getting
been
some
coming
wins,
out to play.
and so maybe Juicy Loser gets into the top 10. We could see that happen, but let's hop into the location side of these standings.
Alrighty.
In 10th place, moving from unranked to 10th place, we got VFW Blaine with 48,000 points. With 52,000 points in 9th place, we got Main Street Pub and Kimball. 8th place, it's Eagles Rochester with 60,000 points. With 63,000 points in 7th place, we got Corner Bar and Goodhue, getting bumped back quite a bit. Also getting bumped back to 6th place, it's Corky's Bar South Haven with 70,000 points. Being able to pass up Corky's Bar in South Haven, it's Titan Sports Saloon in Oakdale with 71,000 points. But the even bigger riser who passed up Titan Sports Saloon, Corky's Bar in South Haven, and Corner Bar in Goodhue, it's Atomic Star Tavern in Mankato, who moved from 6th all the way to 4th place with 73,000 points. But we have another location that's knocking on the 100,000 point club with 94,000 points, and that's American Legion Fridley in 3rd place. 2nd place, it's our place in 3rd in Faribault with 106,000 points, the only location in the 100,000 point club. And that's because the number 1 location has been dominating so much this season, and that's VFW Spring Lake Park with 210,000 points. That's right, they're in the 200,000 point club.
They have been absolutely killing it.
But, I mean, I'm definitely watching out for our place on 3rd in Faribault and American Legion Fridley now.
Yeah, no, I don't want to discredit them. They are just closing in on that 100,000 point club. I think that American Legion Fridley will definitely be in it by the end of the week. And I know that Atomic Star Tavern and Titan Sports Saloon, as well as even Corky's Bar South Haven, will be pretty close to follow. Yeah,
definitely are watching out. There's still very, very tight races to be able to move up in these standings. Yeah. But the number 1 spot is definitely held tight with VFW Spring Lake Park at the helm. But we got balls dropping in this game, and if you want to take home a prize, you got to win it in 52 balls or less, but it's still $21,275, so I wouldn't say that's too bad. But the other prize that you may get if you go over it, $16.20 is that must go, and we got players already 19 balls away.
Absolutely, but if you guys couldn't tell what we're listening to, it's a little bit of Vikings victory. They're super cool graphics, and it's the game that we've teamed up with the Vikings for. It's a ton of fun, and you guys should definitely check it out. Yeah,
it's definitely one of my favorite game designs. Like, the great sound, very futuristic graphics. Plus, you can even see a little bit of U.S. Bank Stadium in the back, and so it just kind of fits, and it looks really, really good.
Oh yeah, the detail is amazing. You guys should definitely be checking it out. But if you guys want to check out our over 50 different charitable e-tab games, I guarantee that there's going to be a theme that you will fall in love with.
Oh, yeah. You can play anytime and win prizes up to $1,500. All games have small bets between 50 cents and $5. There's also some bonus and free play rounds there as well. But just talking about the little character that is in Vikings Victory, he's flipping a little like stick attached to a football at the end of it. And I'm trying to decide, is that a hammer or an axe?
I think it is more of a hammer because I don't know. That's just I always just kind of went like the Thor route.
The Thor route? I've always thought axe because I've always thought of Vikings as more axe.
Okay.
Like, even though Thor did the hammer, like, I've always thought axes were more Viking, like, esque.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, I can't. I don't have an extensive knowledge on Vikings.
But I don't see him normally with hammers.
I was going to say, they're usually not
but
blacksmiths.
But the guy we have kind of looks like Thor with a mustache. So,
yeah.
So I kind of get where you're going with that one. And so,
yeah.
So that's why I asked the question. I'm going, you're going hammer, I'm going axe. To each your own. We got Roger over at McBee's on the lake taking home that must-go prize at $16.20. And now we're getting enrolled into a game number 8. And that jackpot, both those jackpots are continuing to grow into this game number 8.
Absolutely. But if you guys plan on coming out to any of our specialty nights this week, you absolutely need to get signed up at pgl.world right now. The record is 26 seconds, so you know it won't take up too much of your time. But it'll be definitely worth it because you'll get access to insider information like a monthly newsletter. It's the only way that you guys will get access to earning PGL points. You get a log on to Player Connect app, and we also get to showcase you as a newcomer highlight.
Yeah, definitely love PGL.world. And the players that just got signed up there were Ben Ruggles, Boston, Obi-Wan, Kim J, DeSanto, Sark, and Cy Money Bell. And they can all now use that sign up to sign into the Player Connect app.
Absolutely. Download that app, sign in, and once you're in, right above your player icon, you'll see Sports Link. Give that bad puppy a punch, and you'll be able to choose 5 squares for the Vikings versus Rams game for the Super Bowl Sunday, February 13th.
Yeah, points are awarded for the first, second, third, and fourth quarter. Play for free in the Player Connect app and earn PGL points for Season 11 if you win. All you got to do is launch that app and select Sports Link. Have you selected your squares yet?
No, I was literally just thinking about it.
See, I selected mine. I even did it on air. I showed everybody it.
Really?
Yeah, I did. If you want to show off, yeah, maybe. I'll even point out where mine were. It's a great line that's right in the middle of it there. John connected up with me, kind of created an L form type thing going.
Oh, see, that's what I used to do. Was I'd wait to see what Big John was doing, and then we'd kind of like see what kind of formation to make. And
yeah.
I like it. The little team. Oh, I see myself on here.
But yeah, it's really fun. It's super random. There's no real skill in choosing those squares.
Right now, all these red dots are picked in. So let's see what I should do. Oh, okay, I see. You kind of went right here. And he went right there.
Yeah, exactly. And so it's super easy. The spots that you pick don't matter at all because then the squares are randomly assigned like score totals, and whatever it ends up with, you get the points in whatever you get. So if you guess correctly, you earn some PGL points for Season 11, which is pretty awesome to help you move up and down those PGL standings, which there are some really tight-knit races that are happening in those PGL standings right now. But before we get all into that, did you pick out your squares?
I picked some. I just picked them at random.
You want to show them?
Yes. As you can see, the blue, that's me. Those 3.
And you
then
decided to go with the 2 up top?
Up top.
Interesting. What made you decide to choose the line with
absolute tomfoolery? I have no logic behind my decision. I am just here for a good time.
I just like to think that you did it in an I formation for me.
For Ian?
Yeah. But
we can say that.
Yeah, we have a 52 ball minor that's that you can win $52 in. We have a major that's 52 balls or less that you can win $21,301 in. And then a must-go jackpot of $25.60 that you can win as well.
Someone's got to take this in 52 balls. This is just a lot of 5s and 2s, and it needs to happen.
Yeah, because it's 25 for the must-go. It's 25 cents and $52 for the for the minor. The major doesn't have anything to do with it.
But it's at a 52 ball count as well, so you just clean sweep it all, and it seems like a good omen.
It does. It feels right. So make sure you guys get after it, get this jackpot. 8 balls away for 2A girl, so definitely in line to be able to take this one home. But I talked about filling out those squares and earning some PGL points by doing that. Can definitely help out those standings with how close some of these players are.
Oh, yeah, but you'll definitely need a little extra punch if you're just planning on banking on those E-tip board points.
It's a good addition to already a top player.
Yes, I agree completely, because in this top 10, it has been crazy. Starting off in 10th, we got Forget You D over at VFW Austin, sitting with 285,855 points. Getting pushed back to 9th place from 8th, we got Big Dog over at Rustic Saloon with 290,540 points. But another player getting pushed back to 8th, it was Brizo at the Underground Bar and Grill, now sits with 322,115 points. 7th place, it's Sarah Honey at VFW Austin with 329,730 points. But we do have a winner.
It's Funk over at Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards, taking home that Musco prize of $25.60. Good job, Funk.
Absolutely. But hopping back into these player standings, in 6th place, we got Nixon at VFW Roseville, sitting with 330,180 points. 5th place, rising all the way up from 9th last week, was Big Pimpin' over at the Alibi Gilbert, now sits with 342,415 points. Next up in 4th place, it's Kick Your Arizona at the Beach Club Bar and Grill, who sits with 345,585 points. 3rd place, it's Wet Santa over at Duffy's Bar and Grill with 356,850 points. But in 2nd place, we got Keith over at Billy's Rockford with 410,680 points. But our number 1 player is still reigning true. It's Bam Bam over at Stewartville Legion Post, who sits with 490,770 points.
Do you have a player you're watching out for to be rising this week?
I am either looking at Wet Santa, or I think Big Pimpin' might do a big rise again.
Yeah, I mean, they moved from 9th to 5th place just on Wednesday, making it only a 3,000-point gap between them and Kick Your Arizona in 4th place. And so they could easily be in our top 3 even if they had a really good Tuesday.
Absolutely.
But the race I'm watching out for is actually one that's not as tight-knit as that, but just as competitive. Keith over at Billy's Rockford, who just continues to creep up on Bam Bam over at Stewartville Legion Post. Only 80,000 points separating those two in PGL points. That's not a lot, and one good night for Keith could easily see him in 1st place again.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think that is definitely a jump easily made, but that would mean that Bam Bam could not get any more points if they were going to make that jump.
No, they could definitely earn points still, and Keith could pass him up with 80,000 point lead.
If Bam Bam's out to play, I think he might get enough points to reign in 1st.
I mean, Bam Bam is in 1st, so, obviously, he's the likely favorite to hold on to 1st.
That's what I'm
But,
saying.
Keith, if he had a really good night and Bam Bam didn't have a good night, 80,000 points can be made up between nights like that.
Okay, I agree to that.
Yeah, and so there's my prediction, my hot take. Keith has a good night, Bam Bam has a rough night, and Keith takes over 1st place on Tuesday. In our location standings, in 10th place, we got Leo's Sports Bar in Mazeppa, taking home 832,595 points. With 894,820 points in 9th place, we got LJ's in Miltona. 8th place, it's VFW Northfield with 977,640 points. But let's hop into that 1 million point club. VFW Northfield is really close to getting to that 1 million point club, though. Could easily be by Tuesday.
Oh, I think for sure they'll be in there.
7th place, we got Blasco's Embassy Bar in St. Peter with 1,031,150 points. With 1,068,965 points in 6th place. We got Atomic Star Tavern in Mankato. 5th place, it's VFW Austin with 1,079,000 9,085 points. With 1,089,055 points, in fourth place, we got Beck's Pub and Becker. They had a huge rise last week. In third place, we got American Legion Cleveland with 1,146,495 points. Now let's get into that second place, because with 1,233,195 points, it's Third Rail Bar and Grill in Big Lake. But that number one location, they have a bit of a lead right now, but we could be seeing one of these top locations close that gap. It's Neeson's and Gaylord right now in first place with 1,609,995 points.
Yep, that is super, super impressive, and I'm super excited to see what happens after Tuesday alone, really.
Yeah, do you have locations that you're watching out for?
I know for sure. I am almost completely positive that VFW Northfield will be in that 1 million point club after Tuesday.
Yeah, they literally have to have no players show up at all to play
Yeah.
on that PGL night.
So I think that's for sure going to happen. But
Do you think that LJ's in Miltona or Leo Sports Bar in Mazeppa are going to be getting into the 1 million point club?
I don't know. I really have a feeling that LJ's might get kicked out this week.
Really?
Yeah.
That's the hot take of Jordana. A new location may be getting into this. But do you want to tell you who I'm watching out for? Who I'm going to be watching out for all this week, Tuesday and Wednesday, and that's VFW Austin.
Really? I thought you were going to say Beck's Pub.
No, VFW Austin, I've watched them the last 3 weeks, I think it's been. They were in second place, got bumped back to third. Went from third place, got bumped back to fourth. Went from fourth place and is now in fifth. And I just don't think they're going to like that luck, and they're going to come out, play hard, and try and get into maybe a top 3 spot.
I could definitely see that, but we do have a winner as Dooney Q over at Skinner's 2 took home $21.40 on that must go in this game, number 9.
Yeah, and that minor jackpot is going to continue to grow into this next game. If it clicks over $100 in the enrolling period of this next game, it's not going to click up during this game, but the very next one is going to be clicking up to 56 balls or less.
Yep, and there it is. So this next game, if it doesn't go out in this one, it will be clicking up to a 56 ball count for you guys, and that's when things get interesting.
Definitely, but we still got 2 minutes to get enrolled, so keep on getting enrolled, press and play, and getting after it, just like our Wild have, who are 28, 10, and 3.
Yeah, Talbot shines in that all-star game in that 3-on-3 format between each division. The Central were able to stave off an early exit by defeating the Atlantic by a score of 8-5. Kirill Kaprizov was able to earn 2 assists, including an absolutely insane play featuring an aggressive forecheck, an offensive zone interception from Austin Matthews, and setting up the Chicago Blackhawks winger Alex Debrincat.
Yeah, I mean, it was a thing of beauty. In total, Kaprizov was able to earn 3 assists through the 2 interdivisional games. On the other side of the ice, goaltender Cam Talbot certainly able to show off some saves that seem very familiar to last season's first round in the same building. It's an all-star game after all, so his 16 saves on 22 shots on goal isn't something that instills the most confidence or a performance that you can even take anything from, but it certainly was fun. And it came two of his saves came off an insane 2 saves that they had a fast break on him with 2 of their guys, no defense in front of him. They took 1 shot at him, he blocks it, and then he blocks it though, and it slides right into another offensive player, which usually is it's automatic goal after that, and he's able to slide back to the other side of the net and get the save as well there.
That's
and so
funny.
super impressive, and hopefully we can bring that fun and bring that energy to this week's game.
Yeah, we have one coming up tomorrow for you guys. The Wild's going to be taking on the Jets, who right now are 18, 17, and 7 right now. The game's going to be going on at 7 p.m. for you guys.
Yeah, definitely some really, really nice stuff. And let's take a look at what the NHL power rankings are looking like for our Wild, because I would love to be able to see how high we can get up in these power rankings.
Yeah,
And
that'd be super cool.
look at that. The Minnesota Wild have actually taken over the first spot in the CBS power rankings. Yeah, this was done by Austin Navision. That's huge. Kirill Kaprizov transformed himself into Alex Ovechkin for the breakaway challenge to the All-Star Skills competition, and he has been playing like his idol of late. Kaprizov is riding a 12-game point streak, and he has notched multiple points in 7 of those contests.
That is super, super exciting to see.
Yeah, I'm super hyped to see him move up. See them move up. I mean, they've moved up 4 places since the last time they updated these rankings.
Really?
Being able to move up past those Avalanche.
That is super exciting. I know Avalanche, aren't they still ranked number 1 in the...
I think they're still ranked number 1 in the West. Like, I don't think by any means we are record-wise.
No, I just was asking if the Avalanche was still number 1. I'm not too sure about that.
Yeah, the NHL standings in our division, the Avalanche are still sitting at number 1 with us in 3rd.
Ooh, I
right
didn't even know
behind.
we moved up to 3rd. Last time I checked, we were in 4th with the Blues ahead of us.
Oh, yes. No, we have moved into 3rd, passing just right behind the Predators. But we are by far one of the most favored teams outside of the Avalanche in the Central Division. I think it's us or the Avalanche being the favorites to win out of our division.
Very cool.
So really, really nice stuff for us, and good to see that we are getting the recognition we deserve, moving up in those power rankings. I just wanted to check after we had been so hot as of late.
Absolutely. So if you guys want to show some support before their game tomorrow, we've teamed up with them for an awesome e-tab, and you guys can play Let's Go Wild today at any of your favorite bars.
And look at that, winning again, Flirtus over at Shajank Boom Lounge in Grand Meadow, taking home $24.40. Good job, Flirtus.
Yes, congratulations.
Yeah, and now we're getting enrolled into game number
11.
Wow, already game number 11. So make sure you guys continue to get enrolled and press play. As that minor jackpot, there it is. Look at it. 56 balls or less now for that one. And so definitely doable there. But the major jackpot's doable at 52 balls or less as well. And you guys just have 2 minutes and 12 seconds to get enrolled into this one, as we're going to hit the ice once again on our fishing report.
Okay, so this was done by the Lake of the Woods Tourism, done by the Outdoors Weekly, updated on January 28th. On the Rainy River, walleye fishing is best in the mornings and evenings. Gold, glow, or gold combined with glow colors are working well. A jig and a minnow close to the bottom have been effective. Those fishing sturgeon have been catching, but patience is definitely part of the equation. Smaller sturgeon and other species have often been caught while waiting for that big fish. But the snowmobile trout is groomed, staked, and in good shape from Baudette to Wheeler's Point, continuing up to the angle.
Yeah, definitely some really nice news there. And it looked like it had been warming up a bit in Michigan. I mean, not in Michigan, Minnesota. We're in Michigan. You guys are in Minnesota. But it looks like it's been warming up there. And so should be some good fishing happening as it gets into more of those like 20-degree days instead of those bitterly cold like -1 degree days.
Yes, I mean, it was good for the ice, and the ice is solidified. The snowmobile has groomed the trails, and now it's time to warm a little bit back up so the fish can start showing more of their appearance again.
Yeah, and because it's been cold, that's why you got to be staying next to the bottom of that bottom of the lake wherever you're at. And so make sure you guys are having some good fishing, as you just have 50 seconds to get enrolled in this next game of Jackpot Hunter. And I actually talked about this a while ago, but let's see that jackpot that went out this weekend. And there it is. Good old
Witty.
Yeah, Witty taking home that $4,000 jackpot. Good to see the player pick. And here's just your reminder, if you win any of these jackpots that are right here, send in a player pick to us. We love seeing those smiling faces. If you have the jackpot message, hold that thing up and take a photo. But it doesn't just have to be a jackpot message. You can just send us pictures of you playing with your friends, your favorite bartender. Just a picture of you having fun playing Pilot Games is worth a photo to us. You can share those pictures on Facebook, emailing them to jackpots@pilotgames.com, or just by putting the hashtag PilotGames.
Oh, yeah. If you guys hashtag it Pilot Games in every enrolling screen, your photo will get added to our scrollers, and we'll be able to see your smiling faces up on the screen with us.
And balls are dropping in this game number 11 already. And look at that. Really great prizes available. $32 on that Must-Go prize. And people, 21 balls away.
Mm-hmm. Yep, but we do have some Vikings news as the 2022 first-round NFL mock draft by the Ryan Wilson was drafted up.
Yeah, and so I picked out what he chose for the Vikings in particular, and I thought it was a very interesting pick. I had not thought about ever picking out another offensive weapon, but he said, let's go for it, and draft with the number 12 pick, Treylon Burks, a wide receiver out of Arkansas. He was a junior last year. That was 6'3", 225 pounds, so a hefty kid at the wide receiver position, and I mean, definitely wouldn't be surprised if this happened. But the Vikings have their GM. While the team could choose to move on from Kirk Cousins, he also feels like the type of QB new coach Kevin O'Connell could work and, more importantly, win with, at least for another year. So why not give Cousins another weapon opposite of Justin Jefferson and Adam Thielen? Adam Thielen, who just turned 32, who will turn 32 this next season. Burks is a contest and high point catch machine who can also outrun the defensive backs to the end zone.
All right.
I mean, I don't think it's a terrible pick. It fits with our GM.
Okay.
That's what it really fits with is our GM, who doesn't draft for need. What he normally drafted.
Yeah.
I think I talked about this when he first signed.
Yes. He said he was very logistical in his thinking.
Yeah, when he goes to the NFL draft, he
looks
drafts
at statistics.
He drafts for the best player that's available. And Treylon Burks could definitely be that player at the number 12 spot. He is a freakazoid of an athlete, but we got a winner on this one.
As it is JEC over at Winners in Sartell, who took home $32.40 on that Must-Go in this game, number 11.
Yeah, good job, JEC. Yeah, he is a freakazoid of nature, Treylon Burks is. And
I actually have not heard of this player.
Yeah, well, he's 6'3", 225, played over in Arkansas, so not a crazy time, but he may not be the best, like, fine-tuned wide receiver.
Okay.
He might not run the best routes, but he is an athlete at 225 and 6'3". You can't fault him. And he ran last year. He was clocked in at 22.6 miles per hour, which would have been the third fastest run in the entire NFL last year.
Dang.
And so he's already got that elite NFL speed.
Yeah.
He's ready to go. And
especially with that size.
And you can play him in a variety of different roles, a lot like you play with a DK Metcalf, a Deebo Samuels, who you can use as a running threat as well, as a receiving threat, just any way to get them the football and then have them use that size and speed to their advantage.
Yeah, that could definitely be a great asset. But
yeah, so I really enjoy that. We can see if there's any other Vikings news that is up on the docket, because we do have a lot of signings that we will need to do. And no, I think everything else is all we already knew. I think the whole entire Kirk Cousins things, I've heard a lot more about Kirk Cousins being extended and them figuring out how to work with his money, create more cap space through creating refinagling his contract to create some more cap space, and so that we can build a better team around him.
Yeah, no, that would definitely be useful. But if you guys want to show some support for our Vikings, we've teamed up with them for that awesome E-Tab. We're listening to it right now. You can play Vikings Victory at any time. You can pick a lucky letter in that skull bonus and win huge prizes.
Oh, yeah, but we just have 30 seconds till we get enrolled into this game number 12 of the broadcast.
Halfway
and
there.
That minor jackpot is at $202 at 56 balls or less. If it doesn't go out in this one, it's going to be clicking to 60 balls or less in the next game. And so let's get it out right here so that people don't got too many shots at this thing. But let's talk about our Jackpot Hunter standings, as that's what you guys are earning points for right now. And so we'll be watching out if any of these top 10 players have been getting wins.
Absolutely, but starting off with these players in 10th place, jumping from outside, we got Kimmy over at St. Patrick's Tavern, sitting with 20,000 points. Another newcomer jumping into 9th place, it was Crazy Kid over at Tasty Pizza Hanger 45, sitting with 23,000 points. Officially in that 25,000 point club in 8th place, it's 2A Girl over at the Bar Hastings, who we saw taking wins today. But in 7th place, we had Godness over at Mainline Bar and Grill, sitting with 26,000 points, just ahead of her. In 6th place, we got Elsa at Titan Sports Saloon with 27,000 points. And
Yeah. If you guys aren't noticing, there's a theme here.
Yes.
1,000 points after 1,000 points ahead of each other. 2A Girl, Godness, then Elsa, then the next player. It all just 1,000 points ahead of each other.
That's right, and that very next player in 5th place is Brother Nat over at the Chart House with 28,000 points. They are all super neck and neck, and it's anyone's game at this point. And we saw 2A Girl. She's going to be shaking things up tomorrow when we come in. But we also have Bull in 4th place over at Corner Bar Goodhue, sitting with 30,000 points. With 39,000 in 3rd place, it's not lucky at Corner Bar Goodhue. In 2nd place, getting pushed back, it was Kev over at the Deer Stand, sitting with 55,000 points. But just ahead of him, in 1st place, the person who swiped it away was Bobo at Two Brothers Bar and Grill, who sits with 57,000 points.
Yeah, good job, Bobo, dominating. But Kev right behind him. We'll be checking out to see if any of them can get some wins today. But we are at 50 balls dropped in this game right here. People are 5 balls away, so it doesn't look like we're going to be giving out this major. We still have a little bit of an opportunity on this minor jackpot. And we'll see right here. Maybe on this next one.
Final ball, is it going to happen?
No. $41.40 is the Musco prize. Not a bad Musco prize for this one, as we got a bunch of players 2 balls away. Flirtus, Yags 370, Donnie Q, JEC, the Maid, all trying 2 of the Maids.
Ooh,
and there it is,
there it
winning
is.
it. The Maid over at Eagles Wantana taking home that $41.40 prize in 62 balls or less. Good job, the Maid. We just got a picture on our Instagram that we just posted of the Maid winning a great jackpot.
Winning a huge jackpot. Congratulations, the Maid.
Yeah, and now we're about to get enrolled into game number
13.
Yeah, already game number 13. And as you're getting enrolled, I'm going to go over the location side of these Jackpot Hunter standings. In 9th place, we have a 2-way tie. It's Mainline Bar and Grill in Barnesville with 30,000 points, tied up with Country Lounge in St. Paul. 8th place, it's Titan Sports Saloon in Oakdale with 32,000 points. Now, let's hop right back into another tie, because moving from unranked to 6th place, it's Shajank Boom Lounge in Grand Meadow, tying up Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards. Not to take away from their rise either, because they moved from 8th all the way to 6th place. But Shajank Boom Lounge moving from not ranked to 6th, an even bigger jump, both with 33,000 points. With 36,000 points, we hop into another tie, because moving from 5th place to 4th place, we got Duff's Tavern on Main and Vermilion, and tied up with the Deer Stand in Deerwood. 2 top locations that have been going at it all year long. But the number 3 location on all stayed pat. No movement at all. In 3rd place, it's Concordia Lands in New Ulm with 46,000 points. With 52,000 points in 2nd place, we got Sundance Golf Banquet Bowl in Dayton. And then that number 1 location, it's Corner Bar in Goodhue with 137,000 points.
Yeah, absolutely crazy. Corner Bar Goodhue is home of some of our biggest players this season in our top 10. And so it is definitely showing how big of an influence those player points have.
Oh, completely agree. But we have some really great jackpots that are available heading into this next game. Highlighting it is that minor that's in at $276 that you can win in 60 balls or less.
Absolutely, but don't count out that major. It's still at $21,480 at that 52 ball count or less. That's bigger than our Vikings bingo with that same chance of winning it. So definitely get enrolled and don't count them out.
Oh, yeah, as we have just 30 seconds to get enrolled in this one, and we're going to hop into our celebrity birthdays, because we get started off with a real fun one, and it's iconic, too, I feel like.
Middle America?
Middle America, yes. Born in 1804, we got John Deere.
Really? 1804?
Yeah. American blacksmith and manufacturer founded John Deere and Company. I mean, Huge.
I didn't realize that happened so long ago.
Yeah. Created the company a really, really long time ago that has now blossomed into.
Yeah, a complete. What would you even call it? It's almost like a monopoly of farm
I don't even know if it's farm equipment. It's not farm equipment. It's just agriculture.
Yeah.
It's just agriculture in general, and they don't even stop
Anything
there
from
because
construction
you talk about like toys
I
too.
was gonna say my friend literally just got a John Deere tricycle for her nephews.
Exactly. It's huge.
An empire.
No, it's definitely. I mean,
Clothing?
Will was talking about just a little bit on the Vikings broadcast about how he watched like an antique show one time that sold a retro John Deere tractor, a toy that had been sold a long time ago, and it sold for like millions of dollars.
That is insane. I'll have to see what Hunter's appraises for my brother. He has quite a few John Deere little they're like the model trucks and stuff, you know.
Yes, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, the little all metal toy things that are like collector items.
Yeah, I'll have to see if they're worth anything.
That would be really, really interesting. And none of them would exist if it wasn't for this man, John Deere, who founded that absolute empire.
Oh, yeah, definitely. That is a household name. Everyone knows who John Deere is.
We are at 44 balls dropped in this one, clicking towards this 52 ball or less major. We do have people still. It doesn't look like they're still within line, but sometimes the scroller does not say the right stuff.
They could be still in line for that minor right now, but it's looking like this major, we're moved past the ball count needed as we're about to hit 52 balls, but we still got people on track, hopefully to get the 60 ball count minor.
Yeah, 6 balls away for some of these players like Rocket.
They're going to need to be on track now, 5 balls away. We got people who are doing it.
Can it happen right here?
Got to go to 3 balls. Not looking like it.
Right now on this one right here, doesn't look like it. We're moving on to a $59 Musco prize on this one.
It's not a bad prize.
No, not bad
Pays
at
for
all.
your dinner, a couple drinks.
Yeah, hey,
Maybe an appetizer.
Maybe all your bingo that you're playing.
Maybe some Alfredo.
Yeah, we do have a winner in this game though.
Yeah, it's Thirsty over at Halfley's Bar. I feel like you need to be playing over at the Thirsty Beaver.
Yeah, maybe.
I feel like it'd be fitting.
Yeah, it definitely would. Good job, Thirsty, over at Halfley's Bar in Richmond. And now we're getting enrolled into game number 14 of the broadcast. And we're still trying to give out this minor jackpot of 60 balls or less. And it's now over $300. And so not in this game, but next game, it's going to be clicking up to 64 balls or less if we're not able to give it out in 60 balls or less.
That's right. But you have just over 2 minutes to do so. We got great prizes on the line, and we have an awesome celebrity birthday up next. It was born in 1812, Charles Dickens, the American English writer and author known for Oliver Twist, Tale of Two Cities, and A Christmas Carol.
Yeah, I mean, Christmas Carol, the huge one on the list that I think everyone knows him from. But he's done so many other things as well. As Oliver Twist, another huge book, and then he's done other stuff.
Yeah, look up the plays that he's done. I'd like to see A Tale of Two Cities, No Thoroughfare, The Frozen Deep. Yeah, no, I only am really I know more about A Tale of Two Cities than pretty much
he has a few works that really blew up and are super famous. Happy birthday, Charles Dickens.
Yeah, I mean, America's youth has to study him in school, so.
Yeah, I mean, known as one of the greatest novelists of the Victorian era, just a very, very good author. That everyone has to read. Born in 1962, I think pretty much everyone who is in Minnesota or in where we're at has listened to this guy, and that's Garth Brooks, American country singer, has done No Fences, Friends in Low Places. I got friends in low places.
Okay, I do know this song.
Your chases my blues away.
Yeah. No, that is a good song for sure.
No, that's what I was talking about. Will said that he's been to one too many bonfires to truly enjoy that song.
Oh, I can only imagine, but it's kind of like
See, I didn't listen to enough country.
I was gonna say, like, it's kind of like Mr. Brightside for like our parties that we experienced. Like, we really can't. Even Sweet Caroline was kind of ruined for my grade.
Oh yeah, Sweet Caroline's ruined just because of like high school
Football games.
Yeah, those kinds of stuff. Like, I feel like that's like Brightside is more like Greek life. Like, you find that being played all the time there.
If you go to our local, we live in a college town. There's a college town bar that's kind of like the staple bar that people go to when they first come here. You could go there on any day of the week, and I guarantee they're playing Mr. Brightside.
At least one time during the night.
Oh no, more than once, guaranteed.
Well, they should play Friends in Low Places more because
agree.
it's Garth Brooks' birthday, and
He needs to be celebrated.
He does. He great country music singer. I want to see if he's done anything else that I can recognize. Because, I do have a little bit of country music in the old noggin.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting more of an appreciation for it as I've gotten older, but,
Yeah, he's got The Dance, Much Too Young.
Oh, yeah, he's got a ton of work.
Oh, yeah. No, he's done so many different things. I just wanted to see if there's any, super big within the country genre.
So happy birthday to Garth Brooks. But next up, born in 1966, the same year my mom was born, Chris Rock, an American comedian from SNL, CB4, and Everyone Hates Chris, and so much more.
Yeah,
My goodness, he's from Madagascar, Grown Ups, you name it.
Yeah, he the voice of Elliot from Open Season.
That Elliot from Open Season.
Yeah, the deer.
That's Ashton Kutcher.
No, that's actually good. That's later in our list.
I was going to say.
That's later in our list. I was like, wait, no, that's.
No, he's Marty from Madagascar.
I know he's Marty from Madagascar.
Yeah.
I thought he was also. I got my voice actors mixed up because.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I knew it was somebody
getting
that
ahead
I
of
didn't know.
yourself.
Yeah, no, Ashton Kutcher is a later celebrity birthday that we talk about. But Chris Rock, huge a part of our childhood, is in like half of Adam Sandler's stuff that the movies that he put in because he puts in half of his friend group in it every single time, and so it's always fun to watch him perform. One of the best facial expression comedians you'll see out there.
Oh yeah, but we got the maid taking home that $366 minor as well as that $72 Musco. Congratulations to that maid over on game number 14. Yeah, you've taken home over $400. Nicely done. We gave out that minor. Oh,
good job, the maid. Yeah, good job. Sorry, I was getting distracted looking up stuff. But good job, maid, getting that minor jackpot as we are now getting enrolled into this next game. We're going to take a break into this game, and we'll be back for a game number 16.
All right.
Our schools, to our fire department, to our library, to organizations that help the hungry, all of those are all made possible by the Pilot Games organization.
Playing our Jackpot Hunter, especially with those new rules. We've been averaging 3 to 4 jackpots per broadcast. It's been a ton of fun, and that means these players have been accumulating points like crazy.
They really have. And in 10th place, we have Keith over at Billy's Rockford with 16,000 points. With 18,000 points, we actually have a 3-way tie between 2A Girl over at Jimmy G's Bar, Tanker over at Shady's Railside, and Matt over at Shajank Boom Lounge, all tied up in 8th place. 7th place, we got Godness over at Mainline Bar and Grill with 20,000 points. With 23,000 points, we have the number 6 player, Brother Nat, over at CW's Bar and Grill. 5th place, it's Bowl over at Corner Bar and Goodhue with 24,000 points. with 25,000 points. The first player in that 25,000 point club. In fourth place is Elsa over at Titan Sports Saloon. That number 3 player, it's not Lucky at Corner Bar and Goodhue with 39,000 points. But then that number 1 player in the Jackpot Hunter standings is actually 2 different players, because Bobo over at Corner Bar and Goodhue has now tied up Kev over at the Deer Stand, both of them with 52,000 points.
Oh yeah, absolutely crazy. But on the location side of things, all of our locations are in that 25,000 point club or higher. Super exciting to see this early on in season 11. We got Shajank Boom Lounge in 10th place in Grand Meadow with 26,000. 9th place, we got American Legion Fridley with 28,000. With 29,000 in 8th place, we have Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards. In 6th place, we have a tie between Titan Sports Saloon in Oakdale and Country Lounge in St. Paul, both with 30,000 points. 5th place, it's Duff's Tavern on Main in Vermilion with 32,000. With 33,000 right in front of them. In 4th is the Deer Stand in Deerwood. 3rd place, it's Concordia Lanes in New Ulm with 34,000 points. In 2nd place, though, jumping up into that 50,000 point club, it's that Sundance Golf Banquet Bowl in Dayton, now with 51,000 points. But that number 1 location is skyrocketing above the rest. Corner Bar Goodhue reigning in first with 127,000 points.
Oh yeah, well, keep on accumulating those points, locations, and players by playing that Jackpot Hunter $1 edition from 4 all the way till 6.
Absolutely.
There it is, 53 balls.
We're at the Ledge Amphitheater in White Park, Minnesota.
Hey guys, and we are getting into this next game of Jackpot Hunter. We still got that major jackpot of $21,613. That minor jackpot has grown over the last game to $76. You can win it in 52 balls or less. If we can get that up to $100, it would be clicking up to 56 balls or less in the next game. But it doesn't look like we're going to be able to do so in the next 30 minutes. So we're going to hop into our celebrity birthday list one.
Before we do that, I have the winners from the last game.
Oh, yes, winner from last game.
All right. It was Spanky over at Willie McCoy's of Andover, who took home $34.80, and that must go of game number 15 for you. And you have just under 20 seconds to get enrolled in game number 16.
Oh, yeah, but let's talk about our celebrity birthdays, because born in 1974 today, we got Steve Nash, Canadian Basketball Hall of Fame guard, was an NBA MVP in 2005 and in 2006, was an 8-time NBA All-Star for the Dallas Mavericks, Phoenix Suns, and LA Lakers, and is now currently the coach for the Brooklyn Nets.
Wow, that is impressive.
Yeah, super impressive resume. He's iconic, one of the best non-American players to ever play the game, and
Very cool.
was very, very good for those Suns teams that really overperformed when he was with them. That's when he won his 2 MVPs and was super impressive. And I want to find what year that was that the Suns just really played very, very good, and he was just a dominant player for that Suns
2009?
team.
2007, maybe?
Yeah, it may have been 2009 that he did. He was just very, very good on those teams, and so that's all I can really say about him. And he continues to be a very good coach for the Brooklyn Nets. Now, the Nets have slipped a little as they were the #1 team in the West not too long ago, and now have slipped down to like the #6 seed as of late. So they've I think they've lost like their last 9 games in a row or something like that. And so it's been a really tough slip for them. And so we'll see if they can get back on track.
All right. Well, happy birthday to Steve Nash. He definitely has a lot of accolades behind his name. But next up, born in 1978, we kind of spoiled it earlier, Ashton Kutcher, who's an American actor known for That 70s Show and so much more.
As well as Open Season.
Oh, yeah, Open Season. He was in No Strings Attached. He was in 2.5 Men. He wrote, did he write and direct The Ranch?
I don't know if he wrote. I know he's in it. I don't know if he. Ashton Kutcher stars in the Netflix original sitcom as Colt.
Oh no, but it was created by Don Rio and Jim Patterson.
Yeah, and yeah, it doesn't look like he was
I know he has some production work, so I wasn't too sure about that, but we do have some winners.
Yeah, it's Doughboy88 and Funk, both splitting that Musco prize of $25.80. Funk at Carboni's Pizza, CR Billiards, and Doughboy at Friends Bar and Restaurant, as we now get enrolled into a game number 17 of the broadcast. Already game number 17, and we were just looking at some of Ashton Kutcher's films.
Oh, that's right. He was in a lot of stuff, but he also
I just watched this Dudes Where's My Car. I saw a little clip of that just recently, and I don't think I watched through the whole movie. But
you probably don't want to.
No, I didn't. But that was
It's definitely not his greatest film.
Yeah, he's all
Sean
over.
William Scott, who plays Stifler in American Pie.
He is all over the place. He is just. Do I tell you what's funny is I didn't even realize it, but my favorite works of his is Goon, a hockey movie that is a really, really good hockey movie that he is totally not at all the character. Like, he's a very serious character in it that has actual like issues in his home life, and it's very, very interesting to see him progress. It's a really funny movie as well. Like, it's still funny, but it's just it's a little bit more serious, and he's not nearly as like raunchy comedy as he is in everything else he's in.
Yeah, I actually would really like to watch like interviews or something with him so I could see what he's actually like in real life, because all I see are his crazy personas. But back to Ashton Kutcher.
Oh, I totally forgot he's in Cheaper by the Dozen. Is he part of the other family?
He actually was in the very first one. He wasn't in the second one with the Kavanaughs, and he plays a boyfriend to someone.
Oh.
He plays the boyfriend to the eldest daughter in the first one, and all the kids prank him and stuff.
Yes, because he's like
He's
a businessman.
trying to take her away and stuff. Yeah.
Yes, that's awesome. Okay, so yes, I do remember Ashton Kutcher in that one.
Yeah, and did you know that Ashton Kutcher actually gave up his acting career to pursue aiding and trying to raise money and support for sex trafficking victims?
Yeah,
He has an entire organization.
that's awesome.
Like,
That's
foundation.
really great,
And,
great
yeah.
for him. But like, if he just like kept acting and used that money to spend on those
Well,
things, like,
he's
wouldn't he make
got-
more money?
Well, he's still in stuff, and I mean, he's married to Mila Kunis. I don't think they're worried about money.
No, I don't think that. Like, if he just acted and sent all the proceeds
Yeah,
to
but
that
he
thing,
wanted
would
to be
he
the.
raise more money than what he would just like?
I
I'm
don't
not
know.
trying to like take down. I mean, really great thing that he's doing out there.
Yeah.
And so it was just a question that I was like, I wonder if he could
Oh,
raise more
probably.
money just not acting but still acting.
Yeah, but he also like has like people donate and raise money for it. It's not just like him funding it.
Oh, I knew he wasn't just the one funding
Okay.
it. I figured that there was a lot of other people, that it was just a whole organization of stuff. But we do have another celebrity birthday. Born in 1988, we got Matthew Stafford. And what's hilarious about this whole thing was that in the list that I had, Matthew Stafford was not a highlighted celebrity at all. It literally said college American football player.
That's it.
That's all it said with him. And so I was like,
That's
oh,
a little bit of an ego check.
I was like, okay, well, I guess I'll have to add some stuff to him. He's an NFL football player that
You're
played.
like, how could they disrespect him like this? Let me type out the paragraph of knowledge I have on him.
No, I did not. I literally just put NFL football player, Lions and Rams, and so he
Are those
played.
the only two teams that he's played for?
Yeah, he played. He got drafted first overall in the
Yeah.
draft to the Lions.
Oh, he's been with that. Okay, so I knew he's been with the Lions, but I wasn't sure if that was where he first
got
started.
drafted with the Lions. Has been
Okay.
a Iron Man, worked really hard to try and make that Lions team work out well. Even took him to the playoffs a few times, but just wasn't able to really get a good team to surround him by, even though he was a super good football player. Now finally over with the Rams, got a really good football team around him, playing some of his best football in the playoffs, and is looking to win a Super Bowl. And so I couldn't be happier with him. Matthew Stafford, if he wins a Super Bowl in this one, completely changes his career outlook as an all-time quarterback. Like, he instantly puts himself within the top 50 conversation of
Okay.
quarterbacks all time. And so it's super impressive stuff.
But we do have a winner. It was Krugs over at Depot Express in Alexandria, taking home $30.80 on that Musco at this game number 17. So I got to ask, what is wrong with the Lions?
The Lions is...
Like, what's genuinely wrong? Like, is it the player side? Is it the coaching side? Is it just...
They've had bad coaches recently. They got rid of their good coaches.
Okay.
They had a good coach, Jim Caldwell, that got them to the playoffs every other
Okay.
year for I think he was there for 6 years and got them to the playoffs 3 times, and they fired him. And the Lions never make the playoffs, and so he was able to build a roster, but they weren't. He wasn't building a good enough to win in the playoffs, and now they lose every single game pretty much. And it's been just a rotation of just bad moves by ownership, bad moves by GMs, bad moves by coaches, and just hasn't really worked out. They've had some of the most talented players due to being them
That's
a really
what I
bad
thought.
organization,
I thought
and
they
they get the
had.
number 1 pick overall all the time, and so they get to pick the best players in the draft every
Yeah.
year, and so they managed
It's a pity pick.
Yeah, they managed to get some of the best players every single time. They just get stuck on a bad team where they're the only good player kind of thing, and so
Okay.
that's why you got Calvin Johnson, Matthew Stafford, Barry Sanders, all really top-tier players that never worked out for the Lions.
I see.
But we just have 1 minute and 15 seconds to get enrolled in this next one. And something that has been working out is our Timberwolves, who just had a really good game this Sunday.
Oh, yeah. They're 27 and 25 right now as Karl Anthony Towns had 24 points and 12 rebounds. And the Minnesota Timberwolves got a big boost from their bench and a 118 to 105 victory over the Detroit Pistons on Sunday. D'Angelo Russell returned with 22 points and 8 assists after missing 4 games because of that left shin contusion. And Michael Beasley had 20 points off the bench.
His shin contusion?
That's what that word is.
Yeah, you said sheen.
Did I?
Yeah, yeah. So I was like, that was an interesting way to say shin.
Yeah, I wasn't even focused on saying shin. I had never seen the word contusion actually written out, and so I was a little nervous to have to.
So you went fast
I just
through.
sped through shin, ended up saying sheen.
Yeah, hey, great clothes.
Yeah, it's not the best company. We shouldn't promote them.
Oh, really?
No.
Oh, I don't know anything about them.
It's just fast fashion. They use underage children to make it.
Oh, I mean, yeah, like, then I couldn't ever talk about Nike if that was the case. I mean, like, half of these players that we're talking about are sponsored by that. So,
Yeah.
Sheen's okay. Minnesota preferred starting lineup was back together for the first time in 7 games with Russell's return, but it was the work of a second unit that helped the Timberwolves overcome the sluggish start to
The matinee affair.
yeah, matinee affair. Minnesota won its 4th straight in that game, so really nice win for them, and hopefully they continue on Tuesday as the Timberwolves are going to be taking on those Kings.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be happening at 9 o'clock for you guys, so make sure you guys are ready to watch them absolutely kill the Kings tomorrow night.
Yeah, I'm a little upset, though, that Anthony Edwards didn't get selected to replace people for the All-Star game. Kevin Durant and I think Draymond Green both got out, and 2 new players got in, LaMelo Ball and Devontae Murray or something. I forget. I think it's Devontae from the Spurs, and but I think Anthony Edwards is better than both of them, and so I was a little upset that Anthony Edwards didn't sneak in there.
I see.
But that's just like I feel like that's how it's been for Anthony Edwards, though. It happened for Rookie of the Year. He played better than LaMelo Ball all season long, and LaMelo Ball still won it because he is the popular pick. So
I see.
It happens that way.
A little unfair. That's okay.
But we are at 49 balls dropped in this game, and we'll see if we can give out this 56 ball or less minor jackpot.
Yeah, we got people on track to take it home, but we're going to have to see them keeping these ball counts.
Yeah, we have an over $10,000 jackpot available in our Vikings bingo that's still growing and rolling into tomorrow. And you can also earn some Twiking Zone points by getting that jackpot tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, it's a ton of fun. And even if you don't, just getting those points on our must-goes and line prizes definitely help implicate your points for these standings. But starting off, I think I took the players if you want to take them this time.
10th place we got.
Yep. I will stop you right there. It's the Maid taking home yet another win today over at Eagles Owatonna, taking home that $24 must-go. What is that, like 3rd or 4th win for Maid?
Yeah, they've been killing it. We may be seeing them appear in our top 10 pretty soon.
Wouldn't be surprised.
But in 10th place in these player standings for Vikings bingo, we got SNS over at Gino's Bar and Grill with 35,000 points. With 38,000 points in 9th place, we got Pooba over at Muddy Cow, Oak Park Heights. 8th place, it's Rodway at Broadway Pizza and Blaine with 42,000 points. With 49,000 points in 6th place, we actually got a 2-way tie. It's Sinbob over at Corky's Bar South Haven, who moved up a spot. Sorry, got a little conflumped there. And Steve, who actually got moved back a spot over at our place on 3rd. They both have 49,000 points. I mean, just a really moving tie there. In 5th place, we got Yo-Yo over at Valley Inn with 57,000 points. With 62,000 points in 4th place, we got Elsa over at Titan Sports Saloon, who actually got bumped back from 2nd all the way to 4th place. From 3rd to 4th, from 4th to 3rd, it's Bryza over at Atomic Star Tavern with 63,000 points. From 3rd to 2nd, we got Scrub Eye at VFW Blaine with 64,000 points. but with 76,000 points, closing in on that 100,000 point club. In first place, we got Loser Dave over at VFW Spring Lake Park.
Absolutely, and I can't wait to see what can shake up, especially hopefully we give out this jackpot sometime during this week.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. I mean, $10,000. I don't like
Yeah.
it getting that big. I mean, it's
Doesn't seem
nervous
right.
now. I'm nervous
Yeah.
to give it out.
Well, we also have on the location side of things, locations getting a bunch of points. As in 10th place, we have VFW Blaine with 48,000 points, with 52,000 points. And 9th place, it's Main Street Pub in Kimball. 8th place, it is Eagles Rochester with 60,000. In 7th place, we have Corner Bar in Goodhue with 63,000. With 70,000 in 6th place, getting pushed back from 4th, it was Corky's Bar South Haven. But in 5th place, jumping up, it was Titan Sports Saloon in Oakdale, now with 71,000. With 73,000 just ahead of them in 4th, it's Atomic Star Tavern in Mankato. They were originally in a tie before it was broken up. But in 3rd place, we have American Legion Fridley with 94,000 points. Quite a big jump from that last location. But in 2nd place, we have our place on 3rd in Faribault with 106,000 points. But our number 1 location has definitely been killing it. It is VFW Spring Lake Park with 210,000 points.
And right as you say that, we're just 5 seconds, so we're getting into this next game. And that minor jackpot, super close to getting over $200, but just not quite able to do it as it's at $195. But that should mean that it's going to stick with that 56 ball count into the next game, but maybe into game 20, we may be seeing it. No.
Yep.
Into game 21, we may be seeing it click up to 60 balls or less. Because this is game number 19, correct?
Yes. And
Yes.
so it would have to go over 200 in the next game. And then after that, that's when that ball count increases.
All right, so should be some good stuff heading into the future. But we got that major that we're still watching out for, 52 balls or less, to be able to take home $21,709. That's not too bad.
Definitely not.
Hey, last 3 Mondays ago it was now that we gave out a major jackpot in 48 balls.
Absolutely. It was a ton of fun.
And so we may be doing it again, maybe just 52 balls or less on this one. We don't got to work that hard on it. But we got some Minnesota fun facts to go over in this game number 19. And Minnesota has over 3 times more white-tailed deer than college students.
Really? That is quite the statistic. I don't think that would reign true in Michigan. We have quite a few college students here.
Yeah, there's
White-tailed deer might be my favorite kind of deer, for being honest.
really.
Yeah, they're super cute.
Yeah, I don't know what would be. I really enjoyed the albino deer that lived next to my house. I don't know if that.
I saw an albino raccoon for the first time.
An albino raccoon,
All white.
on social media.
Yeah,
Okay.
all white.
I was like, you saw this in person? That would be interesting.
You would have heard about it if it was in person by now.
Yeah. I was taken aback for a second, but
No,
that
it
would be
came walking
interesting.
up with a regular raccoon to someone's backyard, and it came up on their deck, and they had actually put out bubble wrap in the front opening of their patio door, and the raccoons were trying to come in, and they kept stepping on the bubble wrap, and it was a cute little video. But it was the first time I'd ever seen an all white raccoon.
Yeah, that would be really
At
interesting.
first, I thought it was just like a possum hanging out with him, and I was like, oh, little trash buddies. But no, it was a pure white raccoon, and I was like, that is impressive that he stays so clean.
We got Blank over at Clive's Roadhouse in Chaplin taking home that $41.20 must-go prize. Good job, Blank.
Nicely done. And that game number 19, we're getting enrolled in a game number 20 now.
Yeah, well, since there's so many white-tailed deer in Minnesota, might as well you guys learn a few facts about them.
All right.
The lifespan of a white-tailed deer can be up to 14 years in
Captivity.
In captivity, okay. In the wild, their lifespan around 4 to 5 years. Predators and harsh
Wow.
elements in nature play a role in this.
Wow, yeah, no, I mean, it makes sense. It just stinks that they can't have a longer lifespan on their own in the wild.
Yeah, but I mean, it's out in the wild.
But I mean, they have more deer there than they do college students. So I mean, I feel like it's okay to keep the population regulated.
Yeah. Yeah, this next one is super interesting.
Yeah.
I wouldn't guess this.
I I can understand this. So opposite of dogs, white-tailed deer only wag their tails when they're startled. It's the same thing with cats. When they're wagging their tail, it's not because they're happy. It's because they're like aggravated.
Really? Mm-hmm. That's weird. Mike.
Or they're on alert.
Mike wags his tail around me all the time.
Well, Mike also grew up with dogs.
Mike,
So it's very plausible for him to adapt and learn dog-like behavior.
yeah, he only
it's kind of
kind
like
of
those
hang out
cats
with
that
dogs.
like cats don't normally do that.
Yes.
But like there are some cats that grew up with like 2 golden retrievers that like pant on the daily.
Yeah, and so then
Even
they
though
thought it was
their
normal
body
to
doesn't-
pant.
Their body doesn't need to do that.
They just
do it out of learned behavior.
That's fine. Okay, so that makes sense. Yeah, because like sometimes he'll be like wagging his tail back and forth, and I'll be like,
Oh yeah, no, he
and I'll
does
be like-
that. He wraps it around your leg when he's next to you. Like that's all easy breezy. But like yeah, when they're startled, sometimes they wag their tail.
Interesting. Deer have perfectly healthy vision and hearing, but they rely mainly on their sense of smell for protection.
Really, if they have perfectly healthy vision and hearing, why do so many get hit by cars?
Yeah, I don't know.
Make it make sense.
Well, I actually do know why. It's because deer don't know. It has something to do with the lights of the car. When they shine into a deer's lights, eyes, they can't move for a second.
Is that why like there's deer in the headlight?
Yes, that's the point of deer
They
in the headlight.
freeze.
And you're also like not allowed to hunt deer at night because you can shine a light into their eyes and they'll stop moving and like
that makes
yeah,
sense.
I remember something
I can't
about that.
tell
I'm not a
you
big enough
how
hunter for that,
many
so
times we drove around at dusk with like one of those spotters, those big like lights in my dad's F-150, and we just like did spotting and tried to find deer and turkey and whatever else we could find. But
oh yeah. That's super fun. Definitely a really interesting fact there.
they can run as fast as 30 miles an hour and jump as high as 10 feet.
Wow. I actually kind of would have expected faster than 30 miles an
I
hour.
would have expected faster, but picture just a deer jumping 10 feet in the air.
That is ridiculous.
That is insane.
That is crazy. And the fifth and final fact that we're going to go over in this one is the proper term for deer being most active at dawn and dusk is called... Why did I get stuck with this one?
I was going to say, why did you pick this one?
I just was reading through the list. Okay, we'll go to a different. White-tailed deer are the smallest of the North American deer, actually. Though they're small, they still weigh more than some dogs.
Yeah.
They average weight is 150 pounds and does weigh around 100 pounds.
All right. Yeah, no, a buck is about 150. And the doe
Okay.
are about 100 pounds on average.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, no, I actually did know that fact. And the term, if you guys were wondering of what it's called when they're most active at dusk and dawn, it's crepuscular.
Crepuscular.
Yes.
Hey, that sounds like a crepuscular word.
Yes, no, it's definitely one I haven't heard before.
No, I definitely haven't heard that one. So interesting facts about white-tailed deer as we got balls dropping in this game number 20. We'll see if anybody can take this one home. 53 balls dropped in this. We got players 7 balls away. Doesn't look like this minor jackpot's going to be going out, but it still has a shot right here, right now. Not happening. Moving on to a $50.60 must-go prize. But that means that minor jackpot's going to be clicking up from 56 to 60 balls or less, meaning it's going to be a super doable jackpot to be able to win.
Absolutely. So, guys, definitely get enrolled. We have just 3 more games of Jackpot Hunter after this. We got another shot at that Lucky 4 bingo right at 6 o'clock, but we do have a winner on this game.
PCK 913 over at Friendly Inn in Cushion, taking home that $50.60 must-go prize.
Nicely done.
Yeah, as we now get enrolled into game number 21 of the broadcast.
Absolutely.
Alright, game number 21. And since we're getting into game number 21, let's hop into these Jackpot Hunter standings, since these are the points that you guys have been earning lately as you've been playing right now.
Yep. And so I also think I took the players on this one, so I'll give them to you this time.
All right, sweet. In 10th place, we got Kimmy over at St. Patrick's Tavern with 20,000 points, moving from unranked to 10th place. Doing the same exact thing, but moving one spot higher into
Just
9th
a little
place.
more impressive.
Just a little bit more. One-upping Kimmy, really.
Yeah,
It's Crazy
Kinda
Kid.
stole the show.
And Crazy Kid's spicy because it's with a K.
Yeah,
and,
2 Ks, Crazy and Kid.
Yeah, it's Tasty Pizza Hanger, 45, with 23,000 points.
Yeah, what if they put Crazy with a K and Kid with a C?
That would have been hot sauce extravaganza. I mean, spicy up the wazoo.
All right, we'll just let you.
In 8th place, we got a player who's been getting wins in this broadcast right here. It's 2A Girl over at the Bar Hastings with 25,000 points. The first player in that 25,000 point club, but may not be in 8th place for much longer when we head into a Cup of Joe tomorrow. But in 7th place, we got Godness over at Mainline Bar and Grill with 26,000 points. With 27,000 points, big-time player in 6th place, Elsa over at Titan Sports Saloon. Always have my eye out on Elsa. She was really high up in the standings. I think she got up all the way to top 3
Yeah, she did.
in these standings and now has been bumped back all the way to 6th place spot. But she's always one of those players I watch out for because she can win in a hurry. And, I mean, was our Twiking Zone champ in Season 9, so could easily see her winning. But in 5th place, we got Brother Nat over at the Chart House with 28,000 points. And did we see Brother Nat get a win
We've
today?
definitely seen him playing.
But did he get a win?
Looking like a win.
Oh, okay. So we'll be watching out, seeing if he can get a win in these next few games, as you guys just have 20 seconds to get enrolled in this next game. That minor, 60 balls or less for $339. Definitely a really nice jackpot on this one. But in 4th place, we got Bull over at Corner Bar in Goodhue with 30,000 points. Bull, a top-tier player that won No, Bull didn't win last season. Actually, the current #1 player won last season. But in 3rd place, we got Not Lucky at Corner Bar in Goodhue with 39,000 points. Now let's get into that 50,000 point club as balls are dropping in this game number 21. In 2nd place, we got Kev over at the Deer Stand with 55,000 points. 1st place, it's Bobo, #1 player in Season 10, #1 player right now in Season 11, with playing at Two Brothers Bar and Grill with 57,000 points.
Yep, Kev not too far behind, though, so I know they're going to be trying to come back and take over that 1st place spot.
Yeah, I'm going to be watching out for 2A Girl, though, as each one of those wins that she got could be moving her up another spot closer to catching up to some of these players, because she was only 1,000 points behind Godness, 2,000 points behind Elsa, 3,000 points behind Brother Nat, and really wasn't even that far from Bull, who was 5,000 points ahead of her.
Yep, so we're going to have to see what kind of implications her wins have had today, because I know things are going to be shaken up somehow. But on the location side of things, jumping into 9th place, we have a tie between Mainline Bar and Grill in Barnesville and Country Lounge in St. Paul, both with 30,000 points.
Got a prediction?
Who's going to break out of that?
Yeah.
I'm going to say Mainline Bar and Grill.
Okay, I'll go opposite just to be
just to see what happens.
Country Lounge in St. Paul. When we come in tomorrow, they're going to be on top.
All right, we'll have to see what happens.
I mean, they were in 6th place, so I feel like I got a little bit of an edge. Like I'm like, okay, Country Lounge, they got big time players playing there at Country Lounge. None of them in our top 10, but I definitely see them winning all the time.
Nope, but in our 8th place location, we have Titan Sports Saloon in Oakdale with 32,000 points. 6th place, we jump into yet another tie between Shajank Boom Lounge in Grand Meadow and Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards in Coon Rapids. Both of those locations with 33,000 points. But in 4th place, we jump into yet another tie. Both of these locations with 36,000, as we have Duff's Tavern on Main in Vermilion and the Deer Stand in Deerwood. But in 3rd place, it's Concordia Lanes in New Ulm with 46,000 points. In 2nd place, it's Sundance Golf Banquet Bowl in Dayton with 52,000 points. But our #1 location right now is Corner Bar Goodhue with 137,000 points. But we have a winner.
E-double. E-double over at 1029 Bar in Minneapolis, taking home $63.60 in that game number 21, as we are now getting enrolled into our second to last game of Jackpot Hunter. And so make sure you keep on getting enrolled, press and play, because that minor jackpot is clicking up from 60 balls or less to 64 balls or less, and it's $439 right now as more players continue to get enrolled. It could be a really large jackpot by the end of this 2 minutes, so keep on going, maybe even giving out this major jackpot of $21,900 and 52 balls or less.
That would be awesome, but you have just under 2 minutes to get enrolled, and you absolutely need to do so.
Yeah, for sure. That, I mean, really, really great stuff all across the board. I'm watching out for it. 1 minute and 45 seconds, and we got a This Day in History to head into. On February 7th, 1964, Pan Am Yankee Clipper Flight 101 from London Heathrow lands at New York's Kennedy Airport, and Beatlemania arrives. It was the first visit to the United States by the Beatles, a British rock and roll quartet that had just scored its first #1 U.S. hit 6 days before that. I Want to Hold Your Hand. At Kennedy, the Fab Four, dressed in mod suits and sporting their trademark pudding bowl haircuts, they're greeted by 3,000 screaming fans who caused a near riot when the boys stepped off their plane on American soil.
I mean, they made way for the entire boy band era, and so they just really changed the course of history, and especially in music with boy groups. But it is super, super cool to see that they came to the U.S. on this day in 1964.
Yeah, 2 days later, Paul McCartney, age 21, Ringo Starr, 23, John Lennon, 23, and George Harris, 20, made their first appearances on the Ed Sullivan Show, a popular television variety show. Although it was difficult to hear the performance over the screams of the teenage girls in the studio audience, an estimated 73 million U.S. television viewers, or about 40% of the U.S. population, tuned in to watch. Sullivan immediately booked the Beatles for 2 more appearances that month. The group made their first public concert appearance in the United States on February 11th at the Coliseum in Washington, D.C., and 20,000 fans attended the next day. They gave 2 back-to-back performances at New York's
Carnegie Hall,
and the police were forced to close off the streets around the music hall because of fan hysteria. On February 22nd, the Beatles returned to England.
I could only imagine. Do you think that they had any idea what they were coming over to?
I'm sure they had a guess at what they were heading into, but nothing close
to
what actually happened.
That is insane.
I mean, absolutely took over America. I mean, they absolutely went crazy after that performance on the.
Your hand.
I know, just a great song to come out with as your first #1 hit, and so definitely some really cool thing on this day in history that spurred on a lot of different music genres, as it spurred on the British invasion, that's what that was called.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also spurred on the boy band thing, where
really paved way for a lot of boy band groups to form and kind of find their niche, because that really hadn't been done before.
Yeah, we'd never had the Jonas Brothers without them.
No.
But we got some more This Days in History just because they're fun, and we got a space one, as a Navy captain becomes the first human to perform an untethered spacewalk.
I would be terrified to be the first person
oh
to
my
do
gosh,
so.
I would have a mess in the spacesuit. Like, that is
definitely super scary. What if you accidentally push off too hard?
Yeah, okay. While in orbit 170 miles above the Earth, Navy Captain Bruce McCandless II became the first human being to perform an untethered spacewalk when he exited the U.S. Space Shuttle Challenger and maneuvers freely using a bulky white jetpack of his own design.
I've actually seen clips of this, but we have TNT over at Eagles Elk River taking home that minor of $487, as well as that Musco of $119.
Wow, good job to TNT getting that win. I mean, over $600.
Yeah, $606 just about.
Yeah, really good jackpot going into your pocket. But we got one more game that we're heading into, and so make sure you guys continue to get enrolled. That major jackpot's still available in this final game, and you don't want to miss out on it if it goes out.
Absolutely. This is your last chance of the night, and you definitely want to be there. But McCandless orbited Earth in a tangent with a shuttle at speeds greater than 17,500 miles per hour,
What?
the speed at which satellites normally orbit Earth, and flew up to about 320 feet away from the Challenger. After an hour and a half of testing and flying the jet-powered backpack and admiring Earth, McCandless safely re-entered the shuttle.
That is absolutely insane. That's a crazy this day in history. I can't believe that
I
happened.
lied. Now that I know that he's had that jetpack, I thought it was just kind of like going out there, you know?
Oh,
But
yeah, no, he's not. I mean, like, there's no way he's just jumping off into space.
I don't know why. That was my first thought. I was like
Just empty space. Just
that's
like.
why I made the comment, what if you push off too hard?
Like, what does. Yeah, I get it now, but
Yeah.
that would be a lot
just didn't think
scarier.
through it.
That'd be a lot scarier if there was no way, like it was gonna have to be like hooked back in by some other person on the ship, had someone has like a pool cleaner like pole, and they're like
Like catches-
they're like catching you and pulling you back into
They
the
like lasso you in space.
Yeah, that's what I feel like you're expecting out of this thing. Like,
That'd be kind of fun though.
I feel like
But
that's
then your friend doesn't lasso you,
Yeah,
and then
that-
you're just like out in
yeah.
space.
You end up your friend is actually terrible at it. That.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Is there any other
See if there's
things?
any.
I don't know. You have just under 30 seconds to get enrolled in this last game of Jackpot Hunter. We got that major still at $21,969 at 52 balls or less. That mega at 100K at 44 balls, and that minor at $34 starting out this game with a 52 ball count.
That was two pretty cool this days in history
Very
between
cool.
the Beatles arriving in America on today and the first dude
untethered.
to do an untethered spacewalk. Absolutely crazy. I couldn't. I still am just like a little bit just like, how do you even wrap your head around, like, because what if the jetpack doesn't work?
I was going to say, it's of his own design. Like,
Like, I guess that
he
that's.
must have been super confident and knew that there weren't going to be any user errors.
Yeah, I feel like if I was smart enough to be able to create a jetpack, I would like it to be created for me to create it if I'm gonna go do the first untethered spacewalk.
Yeah, at least he knew and like could trust his engineering.
Yeah, like any mess up was on him. Like it had nothing to do with anyone else. Like no one else could mess up his spacewalk. Only he could mess it up for himself.
I see one of my favorite players, Chicken Man's out. What's up, Chicken Man?
Good job. Way to get in here, Chicken Man. But we got, as we are in the last game of Jackpot Hunter, we got to talk about our charity spotlight of this broadcast, and that's the Claremont Area Chamber of Commerce. The Claremont Chamber of Commerce is committed to promoting business through advocacy, education, and access to leaders and community organizations.
Yep, and so if you guys want to show some support for this amazing charity, you can head over to J&H Liquors and play a little bit of Pilot, and that is actually the location of the biggest jackpot that went out this weekend to Tat at J&H Liquors, who took home $7,623 this past weekend.
Yeah, a really, really nice prize. But we are players 10 balls away on this jackpot Florida's Chicken Man. We got Sherry. It's me, Bank, Rocket, all trying to get this one home. I love like voice actors that are like normally play a certain character and then they don't play that character like while they voice act. Like they're actors and then
Yeah.
they voice act and they don't play any character like they like normally play it.
Yeah.
The fact that I didn't know Ashton Kutcher played Elliot until today. And so when I
funny.
found out about that, I was like, that is so not like what I'd like.
Yeah, it's kind of like Vin Diesel playing Groot.
Yes, exactly. Or what's his name who plays Rocket?
Oh my gosh, who was that? Bradley Cooper.
Bradley Cooper, who plays
So
Rocket.
weird.
Like it's just
I never would've
I
guessed
think it's
that.
absolutely great. We do have a winner on this game, the last game of Jackpot Hunter, and that's Pondy over at Silver Star Saloon in Wabasha, taking home that Musco prize of $27.
Yep, nicely done. Right, finishing out our 23 games of Jackpot Hunter. But guys, stick around. We're giving you another chance at that Lucky 4 bingo right now. Make sure you guys hit it in those Lucky 4 numbers, and you will be taking home that giant jackpot.
Yeah, definitely some really good prizes. Just 2 minutes and 17 seconds to get enrolled in this one. And as we get enrolled, I'm going to hit these player standings for the PGL side of these things. In 10th place, we got Forget You D at VFW Austin with 285,855 points. With 290,540 points in 9th place, we got Big Dog over at Rustic Saloon. 8th place, it's Brizo over at the Underground Bar and Grill with 322,115 points. With 329,730 points in 7th place, we got Sarah Honey over at VFW Austin. In 6th place, we got Nixon over at VFW Roseville with 330,180 points. With 342,415 points in 5th place, we got Big Pimpin' over at the Albay of Gilbert, moving from 9th place all the way to 5th place just on Wednesday. In 4th place, we got Kick Your Arizona over at the Beach Club Bar and Grill with 345,585 points. 3rd place, Wet Santa over at Duffy's Bar and Grill with 356,850 points. With 410,680 points in the number 2 spot, we got Keith over at Billy's Rockford. 1st place, Bam Bam over at Stewartville Legion Post with 490,770 points, just dominating these PGL standings so far.
Absolutely, but on the location side of things for these PGL points, in 10th place, we had newcomer Leo's Sports Bar in Mazeppa with 832,595 points. 9th place, it's LJ's in Miltona with 894,820 points. 8th place is VFW Northfield with 977,640 PGL points. Then starting off our 1 million point club in 7th place, it's Blasco's Embassy Bar in St. Peter with 1,031,150 points. In 6th place, we have Atomic Star Tavern in Mankato with 1,068,965 points. With 1,079,085 points in 5th place, it is VFW Austin.
Ooh, my prediction to be the big riser.
Oh, yeah. But in 4th place, we got Beck's Pub and Becker with 1,089,055 PGL points. In 3rd place, it's American Legion Cleveland with 1,146,495 points. In 2nd place, it's Third Rail Bar and Grill in Big Lake with 1,333,195 points. But our number 1 location right now in our PGL standings is Neeson's Gaylord with 1,609,995 points.
Yes, and it doesn't look like we're going to be able to give out this major jackpot, and we're going to have to be perfect for this mini to go out, and it doesn't look like that's happening either. Let's see if we can click closer for this must go. Though, yeah, 2 balls away for a bunch of these players trying to get after this $10 must go. But stick around because we have some really, really good Skull Bingo coming to you guys from 6 all the way till 10 o'clock, like Skull Bingo line prize of $167, 10 balls or less. Large frame of $192 and 43 balls or less. But would you like to tell them about the best prize of all?
Absolutely. You got a coverall prize of $56,696 at a 50 ball count for you guys. You guys definitely need to be trying to take home that jackpot.
Especially with tonight being you have to wait all the way till Thursday for another night that you can go all the way from 6 to 10 going after this jackpot. Other nights, you're going to be interrupted because tomorrow's MegaSota game night, and then the next game at night is Wild Wednesday. But we already got players 1 ball away. We'll see if any of them can get a lucky ball to drop to take home this must-go prize of $10, helping them out get a little bit more cash to throw at that Skull Bingo prize.
Absolutely. Stick around, but guys, we've got jackpots lined up all day long, each day of the week. We start out each morning with a cup of joe, but you guys know we go right into that Vikings bingo, and we looks like we got some winners.
Yeah, Lisa K.L. as well as Dooney Q, both getting $5 into their pocket. 7, 1, and the other 2 numbers are lucky numbers as well. So good job to both those winners and all the winners in this happy hour. And remember, when you play Pilot games, your community wins.
Have a good one.
guys, and some of the best parts of doing what we do is giving out those giant jackpots that we give out on a pretty regular basis.
On an everyday basis.
Yeah, I mean, we've given out 17 for the rolling week, 55 for season 11 already, just at the end of this weekend. And we gave out a bunch of jackpots this weekend. I think it was 7 in total.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah, we love it. And I love that they've been adding to that total jackpot score. But starting it off on Friday, we had Huntley over at Clay's taking home $938.35.
Really good stuff. We also had Kylie over at Blasco's Embassy Bar taking home $3,482.
Oh, yeah, but on Saturday, we had Rock Chalk over at Lindsay's Barbecue and Grill taking home $705.
Oh, yeah, and Saturday was a huge day because there's still 3 more jackpots to go over.
Yeah.
One of them being Travis over at Lava Burger taking home $697.
Sounds like a tasty jackpot.
It definitely does.
But we also had Patriot 22 over at the Muddy Cow Coon Rapids, who took home $990 on Saturday as well.
Then that final Saturday jackpot was Nor over at Menard's Restaurant Rogers taking home $1,107.
That's right, but we only had one jackpot to end off our Sunday, and that went out to Lundy over at Riverboat Depot, who got to take home $924.
Oh, yeah, well, keep on playing this week and seeing if you can take yourself home a great jackpot.
Oh, yeah.
Hey guys, and we love playing Vikings Bingo, but you combine Vikings Bingo with Twins Bingo, and you get the Twiking Zone. And we've had some tight-knit races in this Twiking Zone. You want to hit that player standings first?
Oh, I'd love to. Starting off in 10th place, we got Bobo over at the Corner Bar Goodhue with 32,000 points. Next up in 9th, we got Poopa over at Meister's Bar and Grill with 36,000. 8th place, though, is Rodway over at Broadway Pizza Blaine with 42,000 points. With 48,000 points in 7th place, it's Simbob over at Corky's Bar South Haven. 6th place, it's Steve at our place on 3rd with 48,000 as well. Looks like they're tied now. Also with Yo-Yo over at Halfley's Bar. But we also have Brizo at the Atomic Star Tavern in 4th with 49,000. 3rd place, we've got Elsa at Titan Sports Saloon with 54,000. 2nd place, it's Scrub Eye at American Legion Fridley with 56,000 points. But our number 1 player right now is Looser Dave over at Finlayson Municipal Bar with 59,000 points.
Yeah, good job to all of those players. I mean, some really nice ties there. In the location side of the standings, though, in 10th place, we got Broadway Pizza in Blaine with 44,000 points. With 49,000 points in 9th place, we got Main Street Pub in Kimball. In 7th place, we got a 2-way tie between Eagles Rochester and Titan Sports Saloon in Oakdale, both with 54,000 points. With 59,000 points, we got in 6th place Atomic Star Tavern in Mankato. 5th place, it's Corner Bar and Goodhue with 60,000 points. With 69,000 points in 4th place, we got Corky's Bar South Haven. 3rd place, American Legion Fridley with 83,000 points. Now, with 98,000 points, super close to getting to that 100,000 point club, it's our place in 3rd and Faribault in 2nd place. But the number 1 location, they've been in the 100,000 point club, and they already have 172,000 points, and that location is VFW Spring Lake Park.
Absolutely. We play this Vikings Bingo every single day from 12 to 1 for you guys, so make sure you guys are coming out and having some fun.
PGL nights are some of the best bingo nights to come out for. We have them on Wednesday nights, and we got them on Tuesday nights. And some of these standings have been so crazy, as you can really accumulate a lot of points in just one night.
Oh, yeah, that makes all the difference. But starting it off with our players, starting off in 10th, it's Forget UD over at VFW Austin with 227,895 points. In 9th place, we got Big Pimpin' over at Incline Station Bowling Center with 289,805 points. But in 8th place, we got Big Dog over at Rustic Saloon with 290,540 points. 7th place, it's Brizo at the Underground Bar and Grill with 322,115 points. with 329,730 points. In 6th place, it's Sarah Honey at VFW Austin. In 5th place, we got Nixon over at the VFW Roseville with 330,180 PGL points. But in 4th, we have Kick Your Arizona over at the Beach Club Bar and Grill with 345,585 points. In 3rd, though, we have Wet Santa over at Duffy's Bar and Grill with 356,850 points. 2nd place, Keith over at Billy's Rockford with 410,680 points. But our number 1 player in PGL right now is Bam Bam over at Stewartville Legion Post with 443,650 points.
Man, those players have been killing it, but we got some locations that really have been getting after, as we have 7 locations in the 1 million point club. But in 10th place, we got Cabin Bar Nicolette with 798,285 points. 9th place, LJ's in Miltona with 835,700 points. 8th place, it's VFW Northfield with 977,640 points. Now let's get into that 1 million point club, because in 7th place, we have Blasco's Embassy Bar in St. Peter with 1,480 points. With 1,065,355 points. In 6th place, we have Beck's Pub in Becker. 5th place, we got the Atomic Star Tavern in Mankato with 1,068,965 points. 4th place, it's a big-time location with some big-time players playing at it. It's VFW Austin with 1,079,085 points. 3rd place, we got American Legion Cleveland with 1,146,495 points. 2nd place, a big riser the last week, we have Third Rail Bar and Grill in Big Lake with 1,233,195 points. And then that number 1 location has been killing it in PGL night in, night out. We got Neeson's Gaylord with 1,516,160 points.
That's right. Make sure you guys are coming out on both of our PGL nights to get a chance at those points, but make sure you guys are signed up at pgl.world to get a chance at earning them.
Our mission is to serve the community. Pilot Games has given us the opportunity to provide those resources and so forth that we need to our schools, to our fire department, to our library, to organizations that help the hungry. All of those are all made possible by the Pilot Games organization.
Love playing our Jackpot Hunter, especially with those new rules. We've been averaging 3 to 4 jackpots per broadcast. It's been a ton of fun, and that means these players have been accumulating points like crazy.
They really have. And in 10th place, we have Keith over at Billy's Rockford with 16,000 points. With 18,000 points, we actually have a 3-way tie between 2A Girl over at Jimmy G's Bar, Tanker over at Shady's Railside, and Matt over at Shajank Boom Lounge, all tied up in 8th place. 7th place, we got Godness over at Mainline Bar and Grill with 20,000 points. With 23,000 points, we have the number 6 player, Brother Nat, over at CW's Bar and Grill. 5th place, it's Bowl over at Corner Bar and Goodhue with 24,000 points. With 25,000 points, the first player in that 25,000 point club. In 4th place is Elsa over at Titan Sports Saloon. That number 3 player, it's Not Lucky at Corner Bar and Goodhue with 39,000 points. But then that number 1 player in the Jackpot Hunter standings is actually 2 different players, because Bobo over at Corner Bar and Goodhue has now tied up Kev over at the Deer Stand, both of them with 52,000 points.
Oh yeah, absolutely crazy. But on the location side of things, all of our locations are in that 25,000 point club or higher. Super exciting to see this early on in season 11. We got Shajank Shank Boom Lounge in 10th place in Grand Meadow with 26,000. 9th place, we got American Legion Fridley with 28,000. With 29,000 in 8th place, we have Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards. In 6th place, we have a tie between Titan Sports Saloon in Oakdale and Country Lounge in St. Paul, both with 30,000 points. 5th place, it's Duff's Tavern on Main in Vermilion with 32,000. With 33,000 right in front of them. In 4th is the Deer Stand in Deerwood. 3rd place, it's Concordia Lanes in New Ulm with 34,000 points. In 2nd place, though, jumping up into that 50,000 point club, it's that Sundance Golf Banquet Bowl in Dayton, now with 51,000 points. But that number 1 location is skyrocketing above the rest. Corner Bar Goodhue reigning in first with 127,000 points.
Oh yeah, well, keep on accumulating those points, locations, and players by playing that Jackpot Hunter $1 edition from 4 all the way till 6.
Absolutely.
There it is, 53 balls.
We're at the Ledge Amphitheater in White Park, Minnesota.
I saw the Blues Brothers 2 years ago with these guys.
Blues Brothers 2 years ago was a lot of fun. Prior to that, it was the Beach Boys, and with John Stamos, it was awesome.
I have never been to a PyCon event before. This is my first time, and I am loving it.
Yeah, this is incredible. We pulled in, parked, got some free beers, amazing free food.
Famous Days!
Hey everyone, Famous Dave here, smoking up the best ribs in America.
Having a great time so far. We got a picture with John Randall. It's pretty awesome.
John Randall is like my favorite.
Skol, 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 baby!
Really cool seeing John Kriesel. Really cool listening to him talk and his story. This is my first PyCon, and I've had a blast.
Willie is my favorite.
I'm excited for Willie Nelson.
I grew up listening to Willie Nelson my whole life.
Willie Nelson.
Willie Nelson.
Have a really nice day!
The entertainment, the people watching, cocktails, t-shirts.
Drink and eat and be with everybody.
Fabulous experience.
Either way, I don't know why you would miss this. That's all I gotta say.
He said we're making sure to come every year.
Get your butt here, man. Get your butt here.
Hey guys, and some of the best parts of doing what we do is giving out those giant jackpots
Oh, yeah.
that we give out on a pretty regular basis.
On an everyday basis.
Yeah, I mean, we've given out 17 for the rolling week, 55 for season 11 already, just at the end of this weekend. And we gave out a bunch of jackpots this weekend. I think it was 7 in total.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah, we love it, and I love that they've been adding to that total jackpot score. But starting it off on Friday, we had Huntley over at Clay's taking home $938.35.
Really good stuff. We also had Kylie over at Blasco's Embassy Bar taking home $3,482.
Oh, yeah, but on Saturday, we had Rock Chalk over at Lindsay's Barbecue and Grill taking home $705.
Oh, yeah, and Saturday was a huge day because there's still 3 more jackpots to go over.
Yeah.
One of them being Travis over at Lava Burger taking home $697.
Sounds like a tasty jackpot.
It definitely does.
But we also had Patriot 22 over at the Muddy Cow Coon Rapids, who took home $990 on Saturday as well.
Then that final Saturday jackpot was Nor over at Menard's Restaurant Rogers taking home $1,107.
That's right, but we only had one jackpot to end off our Sunday, and that went out to Lundy over at Riverboat Depot, who got to take home $924.
Oh, yeah, well, keep on playing this week and seeing if you can take yourself home a great jackpot.
Oh, yeah.
Hey guys, and we love playing Vikings Bingo, but you combine Vikings Bingo with Twins Bingo, and you get the Twiking Zone. And we've had some tight-knit races in this Twiking Zone. You want to hit that player standings first?
Oh, I'd love to. Starting off in 10th place, we got Bobo over at the Corner Bar Goodhue with 32,000 points. Next up in 9th, we got Pooba over at Meister's Bar and Grill with 36,000. 8th place, though, is Broadway over at Broadway Pizza Blaine with 42,000 points. With 48,000 points in 7th place, it's Simbob over at Corky's Bar South Haven. 6th place, it's Steve at our place on 3rd with 48,000 as well. Looks like they're tied now, also with Yo-Yo over at Halfley's Bar. But we also have Brizo at the Atomic Star Tavern in 4th with 49,000. 3rd place, we've got Elsa at Titan Sports Saloon with 54,000. 2nd place, it's Scrub Eye at American Legion Fridley with 56,000 points. But our number one player right now is Looser Dave over at Finlayson Municipal Bar with 59,000 points.
Yeah, good job to all of those players. I mean, some really nice ties there. In the location side of the standings, though, in 10th place, we got Broadway Pizza in Blaine with 44,000 points. With 49,000 points in 9th place, we got Main Street Pub in Kimball. In 7th place, we got a two-way tie between Eagles Rochester and Titan Sports Saloon in Oakdale, both with 54,000 points. With 59,000 points, we got in 6th place Atomic Star Tavern in Mankato. 5th place, it's Corner Bar and Goodhue with 60,000 points. With 69,000 points in 4th place, we got Corky's Bar South Haven. 3rd place, American Legion Fridley with 83,000 points. Now, with 98,000 points, super close to getting to that 100,000 point club, it's our place in 3rd and Faribault in 2nd place. But the number one location, they've been in the 100,000 point club, and they already have 172,000 points, and that location is VFW Spring Lake Park.
Absolutely. We play this Vikings Bingo every single day from 12 to 1 for you guys, so make sure you guys are coming out and having some fun.
PGL nights are some of the best bingo nights to come out for. We have them on Wednesday nights, and we got them on Tuesday nights, and some of these standings have been so crazy as you can really accumulate a lot of points in just one night.
Oh yeah, that makes all the difference. But starting off with our players, starting off in 10th, it's Forget UD over at VFW Austin with 227,895 points. In 9th place, we got Big Pimpin' over at Incline Station Bowling Center with 289,805 points. But in 8th place, we got Big Dog over at Rustic Saloon with 290,540 points. 7th place, it's Brizo at the Underground Bar and Grill with 322,115 points. with 329,730 points. In 6th place, it's Sarah Honey at VFW Austin. In 5th place, we got Nixon over at the VFW Roseville with 330,180 PGL points. But in 4th, we have Kick Your Arizona over at the Beach Club Bar and Grill with 345,585 points. In 3rd, though, we have Wet Santa over at Duffy's Bar and Grill with 356,850 points. 2nd place, Keith over at Billy's Rockford with 410,680 points. But our number 1 player in PGL right now is Bam Bam over at Stewartville Legion Post with 443,650 points.
Man, those players have been killing it, but we got some locations that really have been getting after, as we have 7 locations in the 1 million point club. But in 10th place, we got Cabin Bar Nicolette with 798,285 points. 9th place, LJ's in Miltona with 835,700 points. 8th place, it's VFW Northfield with 977,640 points. Now let's get into that 1 million point club, because in 7th place, we have Blasco's Embassy Bar in St. Peter with 1,480 points. With 1,065,355 points. In 6th place, we have Beck's Pub in Becker. 5th place, we got the Atomic Star Tavern in Mankato with 1,068,965 points. 4th place, it's a big-time location with some big-time players playing at it. It's VFW Austin with 1,079,085 points. 3rd place, we got American Legion Cleveland with 1,146,495 points. 2nd place, a big riser the last week, we have 3rd Rail Bar and Grill in Big Lake with 1,233,195 points. And then that number 1 location has been killing it in PGL night in, night out. We got Neeson's Gaylord with 1,516,160 points.
That's right. Make sure you guys are coming out on both of our PGL nights to get a chance at those points. But make sure you guys are signed up at pgl.world to get a chance at earning them.
Our mission is to serve the community. Pilot Games has given us the opportunity to provide those resources and so forth that we need to our schools, to our fire department, to our library, to organizations that help the hungry. All of those are all made possible by the Pilot Games organization.
Playing our Jackpot Hunter, especially with those new rules. We've been averaging 3 to 4 jackpots per broadcast. It's been a ton of fun, and that means these players have been accumulating points like crazy.
They really have. And in 10th place, we have Keith over at Billy's Rockford with 16,000 points. With 18,000 points, we actually have a 3-way tie between 2A Girl over at Jimmy G's Bar, Tanker over at Shady's Railside, and Matt over at Shajank Boom Lounge, all tied up in 8th place. 7th place, we got Godness over at Mainline Bar and Grill with 20,000 points. With 23,000 points, we have the number 6 player, Brother Nat, over at CW's Bar and Grill. 5th place, it's Bowl over at Corner Bar and Goodhue with 24,000 points. With 25,000 points, the first player in that 25,000 point club. In 4th place is Elsa over at Titan Sports Saloon. That number 3 player, it's Not Lucky at Corner Bar and Goodhue with 39,000 points. But then that number 1 player in the Jackpot Hunter standings is actually 2 different players, because Bobo over at Corner Bar and Goodhue has now tied up Kev over at the Deer Stand, both of them with 52,000 points.
Oh yeah, absolutely crazy. But on the location side of things, all of our locations are in that 25,000 point club or higher. Super exciting to see it this early on in season 11. We got Shajank Boom Lounge in 10th place in Grand Meadow with 26,000. 9th place, we got American Legion Fridley with 28,000. With 29,000 in 8th place, we have Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards. In 6th place, we have a tie between Titan Sports Saloon in Oakdale and Country Lounge in St. Paul, both with 30,000 points. 5th place, it's Duff's Tavern on Main in Vermilion with 32,000. With 33,000 right in front of them, in 4th is the Deer Stand in Deerwood. 3rd place, it's Concordia Lanes in New Ulm with 34,000 points. In 2nd place, though, jumping up into that 50,000 point club, it's that Sundance Golf Banquet Bowl in Dayton, now with 51,000 points. But that number 1 location is skyrocketing above the rest, a Corner Bar Goodhue, reigning in first with 127,000 points.
Oh yeah, well, keep on accumulating those points, locations, and players by playing that Jackpot Hunter $1 edition from 4 all the way till 6.
Absolutely.
There it is, 53 balls.
We're at the Ledge Amphitheater in White Park, Minnesota.
I saw the Blues Brothers 2 years ago with these guys.
Blues Brothers 2 years ago was a lot of fun. Prior to that, it was the Beach Boys, and with John Stamos, it was awesome.
I have never been to a PyCon event before. This is my first time, and I am loving it.
Yeah, this is incredible. We pulled in, parked, got some free beers, amazing free food.
Famous days! Hey everyone, Famous Dave here, smoking up the best ribs in America.
Having a great time so far. We got a picture with John Randall. It's pretty awesome.
John Randall is like my favorite.
Skol, 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 baby! Really cool seeing John Kriesel. Really cool listening to him talk and his story.
This is my first PyCon, and I've had a blast.
really is my favorite.
I'm excited for Willie Nelson.
I grew up listening to Willie Nelson my whole life.
Willie Nelson.
Willie Nelson.
Have a really nice day!
The entertainment, the people watching, cocktails, t-shirts.
Drink and eat and be with everybody.
Fabulous experience.
Either way, I don't know why you would miss this. That's all I gotta say.
He said we're making sure to come every year.
Get your butt here, man. Get your butt here.
Hey guys, and some of the best parts of doing what we do is giving out those giant jackpots that we give out on a pretty regular basis.
On an everyday basis.
Yeah, I mean, we've given out 17 for the rolling week, 55 for season 11 already, just at the end of this weekend. And we gave out a bunch of jackpots this weekend. I think it was 7 in total.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah, we love it, and I love that they've been adding to that total jackpot score. But starting it off on Friday, we had Huntley over at Clay's taking home $938.35.
Really good stuff. We also had Kylie over at Blasco's Embassy Bar taking home $3,482.
Oh, yeah, but on Saturday, we had Rock Chalk over at Lindsay's Barbecue and Grill taking home $705.
Oh, yeah, and Saturday was a huge day because there's still 3 more jackpots to go over.
Yeah.
One of them being Travis over at Lava Burger taking home $697.
Sounds like a tasty jackpot.
It definitely does.
But we also had Patriot 22 over at the Muddy Cow Coon Rapids, who took home $990 on Saturday as well.
Then that final Saturday jackpot was Nor over at Menard's Restaurant Rogers taking home $1,107.
That's right, but we only had one jackpot to end off our Sunday, and that went out to Lundy over at Riverboat Depot, who got to take home $924.
Oh, yeah, well, keep on playing this week and seeing if you can take yourself home a great jackpot.
Oh, yeah.
Hey guys, and we love playing Vikings Bingo, but you combine Vikings Bingo with Twins Bingo, and you get the Twiking Zone. And we've had some tight-knit races in this Twiking Zone. You want to hit that player standings first?
Oh, I'd love to. Starting off in 10th place, we got Bobo over at the Corner Bar Goodhue with 32,000 points. Next up in 9th, we got Poopa over at Meister's Bar and Grill with 36,000. 8th place, though, is Broadway over at Broadway Pizza Blaine with 42,000 points. With 48,000 points in 7th place, it's Simbob over at Corky's Bar South Haven. 6th place, it's Steve at our place on 3rd with 48,000 as well. Looks like they're tied now. Also with Yo-Yo over at Halfley's Bar. But we also have Brizo at the Atomic Star Tavern in 4th with 49,000. 3rd place, we've got Elsa at Titan Sports Saloon with 54,000. 2nd place, it's Scrub Eye at American Legion Fridley with 56,000 points. But our number one player right now is Looser Dave over at Finlayson Municipal Bar with 59,000 points.
Yeah, good job to all of those players. I mean, some really nice ties there. In the location side of the standings, though, in 10th place, we got Broadway Pizza in Blaine with 44,000 points. With 49,000 points in 9th place, we got Main Street Pub in Kimball. In 7th place, we got a two-way tie between Eagles Rochester and Titan Sports Saloon in Oakdale, both with 54,000 points. With 59,000 points, we got in 6th place Atomic Star Tavern in Mankato. 5th place, it's Corner Bar in Goodhue with 60,000 points. With 69,000 points in 4th place, we got Corky's Bar South Haven. 3rd place, American Legion Fridley with 83,000 points. Now, with 98,000 points, super close to getting to that 100,000 point club, is our place in 3rd and Faribault in 2nd place. But the number one location, they've been in the 100,000 point club, and they already have 172,000 points, and that location is VFW Spring Lake Park.
Absolutely. We play this Vikings Bingo every single day from 12 to 1 for you guys, so make sure you guys are coming out and having some fun.
PGL nights are some of the best bingo nights to come out for. We have them on Wednesday nights, and we got them on Tuesday nights. And some of these standings have been so crazy, as you can really accumulate a lot of points in just one night.
Oh, yeah, that makes all the difference. But starting it off with our players, starting off in 10th, it's Forget You D over at VFW Austin with 227,895 points. In 9th place, we got Big Pimpin' over at Incline Station Bowling Center with 289,805 points. But in 8th place, we got Big Dog over at Rustic Saloon with 290,540 points. 7th place, it's Brizo at the Underground Bar and Grill with 322,115 points. with 329,730 points. In 6th place, it's Sarah Honey at VFW Austin. In 5th place, we got Nixon over at the VFW Roseville with 330,180 PGL points. But in 4th, we have Kick Your Arizona over at the Beach Club Bar and Grill with 345,585 points. In 3rd, though, we have Wet Santa over at Duffy's Bar and Grill with 356,850 points. 2nd place, Keith over at Billy's Rockford with 410,680 points. But our number 1 player in PGL right now is Bam Bam over at Stewartville Legion Post with 443,650 points.
Man, those players have been killing it, but we got some locations that really have been getting after, as we have 7 locations in the 1 million point club. But in 10th place, we got Cabin Bar Nicolette with 798,285 points. 9th place, LJ's in Miltona with 835,700 points. 8th place, it's VFW Northfield with 977,640 points. Now let's get into that 1 million point club, because in 7th place, we have Blasco's Embassy Bar in St. Peter with 1,480 points. With 1,065,355 points. In 6th place, we have Beck's Pub in Becker. 5th place, we got the Atomic Star Tavern in Mankato with 1,068,965 points. 4th place, it's a big-time location with some big-time players playing at it. It's VFW Austin with 1,079,085 points. 3rd place, we got American Legion Cleveland with 1,146,495 points. 2nd place, a big riser the last week, we have Third Rail Bar and Grill in Big Lake with 1,233,195 points. And then that number 1 location has been killing it in PGL night in, night out. We got Neeson's Gaylord with 1,516,160 points.
That's right. Make sure you guys are coming out on both of our PGL nights to get a chance at those points. But make sure you guys are signed up at pgl.world to get a chance at earning them.
Our mission is to serve the community. Pilot Games has given us the opportunity to provide those resources and so forth that we need to our schools, to our fire department, to our library, to organizations that help the hungry. All of those are all made possible by the Pilot Games organization.
Playing our Jackpot Hunter, especially with those new rules. We've been averaging 3 to 4 jackpots per broadcast. It's been a ton of fun, and that means these players have been accumulating points like crazy.
They really have. And in 10th place, we have Keith over at Billy's Rockford with 16,000 points. With 18,000 points, we actually have a 3-way tie between 2A Girl over at Jimmy G's Bar, Tanker over at Shady's Railside, and Matt over at Shajank Boom Lounge, all tied up in 8th place. 7th place, we got Godness over at Mainline Bar and Grill with 20,000 points. With 23,000 points, we have the number 6 player, Brother Nat, over at CW's Bar and Grill. 5th place, it's Bowl over at Corner Bar and Goodhue with 24,000 points. With 25,000 points, the first player in that 25,000 point club. In 4th place is Elsa over at Titan Sports Saloon. That number 3 player, it's Not Lucky at Corner Bar and Goodhue with 39,000 points. But then that number 1 player in the Jackpot Hunter standings is actually 2 different players, because Bobo over at Corner Bar and Goodhue has now tied up Kev over at the Deer Stand, both of them with 52,000 points.
Oh yeah, absolutely crazy. But on the location side of things, all of our locations are in that 25,000 point club or higher. Super exciting to see it this early on in season 11. We got Shajank Shank Boom Lounge in 10th place in Grand Meadow with 26,000. 9th place, we got American Legion Fridley with 28,000. With 29,000 in 8th place, we have Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards. In 6th place, we have a tie between Titan Sports Saloon in Oakdale and Country Lounge in St. Paul, both with 30,000 points. 5th place, it's Duff's Tavern on Main in Vermilion with 32,000. With 33,000 right in front of them. In 4th is the Deer Stand in Deerwood. 3rd place, it's Concordia Lanes in New Ulm with 34,000 points. In 2nd place, though, jumping up into that 50,000 point club, it's that Sundance Golf Banquet Bowl in Dayton, now with 51,000 points. But that number 1 location is skyrocketing above the rest. Corner Bar Goodhue reigning in first with 127,000 points.
Oh yeah, well, keep on accumulating those points, locations, and players by playing that Jackpot Hunter $1 edition from 4 all the way till 6.
Absolutely.
There it is, 53 balls.
We're at the Ledge Amphitheater in White Park, Minnesota.
I saw the Blues Brothers 2 years ago with these guys.
Blues Brothers 2 years ago was a lot of fun. Prior to that, it was the Beach Boys, and with John Stamos, it was awesome.
I have never been to a PyCon event before. This is my first time, and I am loving it.
Yeah, this is incredible. We pulled in, parked, got some free beers, amazing free food.
Famous days! Hey everyone, Famous Dave here, smoking up the best ribs in America.
Having a great time so far. We got a picture with John Randall. It's pretty awesome.
John Randall is like my favorite.
Skol, 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 baby! Really cool seeing John Creasel. Really cool listening to him talk and his story.
This is my first PyCon, and I've had a blast.
Willie is my favorite.
I'm excited for Willie Nelson.
I grew up listening to Willie Nelson my whole life.
Willie Nelson.
Willie Nelson.
Have a really nice day!
The entertainment, the people watching, cocktails, t-shirts.
Drink and eat and be with everybody.
Fabulous experience.
Either way, I don't know why you would miss this. That's all I gotta say.
He said we're making sure to come every year.
Get your butt here, man. Get your butt here.
Hey guys, and some of the best parts of doing what we do is giving out those giant jackpots
Oh, yeah.
that we give out on a pretty regular basis.
On an everyday basis.
Yeah, I mean, we've given out 17 for the rolling week, 55 for season 11 already, just at the end of this weekend. And we gave out a bunch of jackpots this weekend. I think it was 7 in total.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah, we love it, and I love that they've been adding to that total jackpot score. But starting it off on Friday, we had Huntley over at Clay's taking home $938.35.
Really good stuff. We also had Kylie over at Blasco's Embassy Bar taking home $3,482.
Oh, yeah, but on Saturday, we had Rock Chalk over at Lindsay's Barbecue and Grill taking home $705.
Oh, yeah, and Saturday was a huge day because there's still 3 more jackpots to go over.
Yeah.
One of them being Travis over at Lava Burger, taking home $697.
Sounds like a tasty jackpot.
It definitely does.
But we also had Patriot 22 over at the Muddy Cow Coon Rapids, who took home $990 on Saturday as well.
Then that final Saturday jackpot was Nor over at Menard's Restaurant Rogers, taking home $1,107.
That's right, but we only had one jackpot to end off our Sunday, and that went out to Lundy over at Riverboat Depot, who got to take home $924.
Oh, yeah, well, keep on playing this week and seeing if you can take yourself home a great jackpot.
Oh, yeah.
Hey guys, and we love playing Vikings Bingo, but you combine Vikings Bingo with Twins Bingo, and you get the Twiking Zone. And we've had some tight-knit races in this Twiking Zone. You want to hit that player standings first?
Oh, I'd love to. Starting off in 10th place, we got Bobo over at the Corner Bar Goodhue with 32,000 points. Next up in 9th, we got Pooba over at Meister's Bar and Grill with 36,000. 8th place, though, is Broadway over at Broadway Pizza Blaine with 42,000 points. With 48,000 points in 7th place, it's Simbob over at Corky's Bar South Haven. 6th place, it's Steve at our place on 3rd with 48,000 as well. Looks like they're tied now, also with Yo-Yo over at Halfley's Bar. But we also have Brizo at the Atomic Star Tavern in 4th with 49,000. 3rd place, we've got Elsa at Titan Sports Saloon with 54,000. 2nd place, it's Scrub Eye at American Legion Fridley with 56,000 points. But our number 1 player right now is Looser Dave over at Finlayson Municipal Bar with 59,000 points.
Yeah, good job to all of those players. I mean, some really nice ties there. In the location side of the standings, though, in 10th place, we got Broadway Pizza and Blaine with 44,000 points. With 49,000 points in 9th place, we got Main Street Pub and Kimball. In 7th place, we got a 2-way tie between Eagles Rochester and Titan Sports Saloon in Oakdale, both with 54,000 points. With 59,000 points, we got in 6th place Atomic Star Tavern in Mankato. 5th place, it's Corner Bar and Goodhue with 60,000 points. With 69,000 points in 4th place, we got Corky's Bar South Haven. 3rd place, American Legion Fridley with 83,000 points. Now, with 98,000 points, super close to getting to that 100,000 point club, it's our place in 3rd and Faribault in 2nd place. But the number 1 location, they've been in the 100,000 point club, and they already have 172,000 points, and that location is VFW Spring Lake Park.
Absolutely. We play this Vikings Bingo every single day from 12 to 1 for you guys, so make sure you guys are coming out and having some fun.
PGL nights are some of the best bingo nights to come out for. We have them on Wednesday nights, and we got them on Tuesday nights, and some of these standings have been so crazy as you can really accumulate a lot of points in just one night.
Oh yeah, that makes all the difference. But starting it off with our players, starting off in 10th, it's Forget You D over at VFW Austin with 227,895 points. In 9th place, we got Big Pimpin' over at Incline Station Bowling Center with 289,805 points. But in 8th place, we got Big Dog over at Rustic Saloon with 290,540 points. 7th place, it's Brizo at the Underground Bar and Grill with 322,115 points. With 329,000